welcome back to the 37th CARIFTA Games. It is day 4, the last of swimming. We have one more tomorrow with open water, but this is the last day for our swimmers here in Nassau, Bahamas. It has been a fantastic time here at the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center. And we are so excited because if you did not watch the competition so far, if you did not see the spectacular performance last night, you have to go on YouTube, watch the clips, go on social media, because it was peak performance last night.
You can tell by Alia's voice, it is barely here.
Barely. It was such an exciting race, and it was the 800 freestyle relay, and then there was numerous other fantastic swims throughout the day. Definitely go back and look at the recaps, but we have a fantastic schedule for today. I am your host, Alia Atkinson, Jamaican Olympian and world record holder.
And I am Ariana Vanderpool-Wallace, Bahamian Olympian and former NCAA record holder.
Woo! Bringing it in. I love it. I love it. We are so excited for you guys to watch, but here is a very short recap, a little bit of what happened last night. Night. Once again, this was only a small percentage of what you saw in that recap of what happened last night. Tonight, we're going to have the 800 freestyle for the men, 400 freestyle, 50 freestyle, Ariana's pet event, 100 breaststroke, 200 backstroke, and we're going to end with a 200 medley freestyle relay. It's going to be a fantastic race.
I am so excited, and you know, normally I would be the kind of person that's like, oh man, I'm an 800, 400 freestyles. This is not going to be very fun. We have been proving everybody, these swimmers, is just
amazing.
Insane.
Amazing. Oh, they're going to come off the blocks. This is event 99, the boys 13 through 17, 800 freestyle relay. On that first day.
Relay?
Sorry. Oh my. I'm still on last night.
Alia is still thinking about the 13, 14.
I am definitely going to talk about it, but right
4 by
now,
2
it is a 13, 17, 800 meter freestyle. On the first day, we saw that 800 freestyle women and 1,500 men. Yesterday, we saw that dominating swim from Harper and Heidi for that 15, 17 and 13, 14 record and gold medal win in that 1,500. And today, this morning, we're going to see the 800 men The finals will be swum tonight, so this is heat 1.
And in lane 9, we have Joey Schwartz, who we've seen is having a great meet.
Yes.
I expect to see him having a pretty good swim here. I mean, across the board, that's a studded group of 13-year-olds in the middle of the pool.
So, you know, I'm not sure if that is their best time or if they put that time in, because this afternoon they're going to have the 400 freestyle. So to have that 800 and a few minutes later have that 400 freestyle will be a horrible double. So they could have decided to enter in maybe a slower time just to swim in the morning.
That's true. That is true. That is something that I didn't think about. I know we are going to kind of skip ahead of ourselves here, but Alia, I know you really want to talk about that.
I do. Let's talk about it. So last night, all the relays were phenomenal. But there are two that really, it rose the bar. It rose the bar. And I had the privilege of talking to, not the athletes, because they are prepping for their last day, but I got the privilege to talk to the coaches of the Jamaican delegation and asking, what was the plan? What was the plan? So Nolan, if you have been watching, he won the 100 freestyle, he won the 200 freestyle, and so we were thinking maybe he was going to go first, really try and get under that 2-minute mark. But the other swimmers said, you know what, I did not get a chance to do 200 free. I want to see if I can go and get a best time. And he said, you know what, I got you. You do what you need to do.
I love that.
Can you imagine?
Maybe he was listening to our broadcast about Team Spirit.
I think so, because that first leg did a best time, which is fantastic. But given the rest of the heats, everybody else did put their best swimmers first. So there was a huge margin from when Jamaica dove off to where the rest of the field was.
I need to pull up these results just so we can explain this to our viewers. If you didn't watch last night, again, like Alia said, you need to go online and watch it, because what Nolan Barrett did last night,
jeez.
He made it look like everybody else decided to just take a second and pause.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Jamaica, on that third leg before Nolan dove in, they were at a 2:10. For reference, the Bahamas, who won the race, that's not right. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I looked at the wrong thing. Hold on, let me go back. Jamaica dove in with Matthew Kennedy touching at a 6:47.50.
Yeah.
Okay? The Bahamas, who won the race, was at a 6:28.
Yup. When you go back on YouTube, and please, please do, and if you have any younger swimmers that are watching, let them watch that race, because the mental fortitude he had to have jumping in 25 meters behind the rest of the field and saying, you know what, this is my race, it's 4 laps, I'm gonna catch slowly, build, and then take it home to get third in that race is phenomenal.
Alia, he was almost 20 seconds behind first place.
Yes.
19 seconds to be exact.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
He finished 8 seconds behind first place.
8, and he came home strong. It was such a fantastic race. And to see it on that third day in the 800 free, you were diving in 25 meters behind. You can imagine what your mental strength would be like. It's like, oh, am I gonna do it? Am I not? What's gonna happen? He said, no, this is happening. This is happening. I'm getting my medal for my team.
I also had a chance to, now that you've had your little Jamaican time, I had a chance to speak to Marvin Johnson this morning. I said, Marvin, what was going through your head when you were diving in? The Bahamas wasn't really in medal contention when Marvin dove in. For reference, at the 600, the Bahamas was at a 6:02. Martinique was at a 5:59. So about 3 seconds behind.
Yep.
The Bahamas finished within 0.3 of Martinique.
Jeez.
Marvin said really what he was concerned about is he knew that James Allison was also on the last leg for the Cayman Islands. And he knew that James Allison has a phenomenal back half, and he couldn't go out too fast because he needed something in the tank to fight with James Allison on the way back.
100%. That is my second swim that we're going to talk about after this. At that halfway mark, it is Joey. I think our strategy was correct. It is Joey with a 4:37 out in lane 9. And lane 5, Lennox, he came second in that 1500 from heat 1. and he was out in a 4:47.8. So we're going to see these guys try and get a really fast time. The only one for them will be that 14-year-old William Farrington coming out in Heat 2 later on tonight for that middle contention.
Yeah, so I mean, pretty sure that, well, as long as Lennox continues to do what he's doing, which is in second place, he will be on the podium.
Yeah.
He could be fighting for first place right now with William Farrington. His entry time is at 9:29. William Farrington is entered with a 9:25. So,
I mean, right now he went 4:37. If he comes back in a 4:30 already, he's going to be having a best time. I believe that his negative split is probably not going to happen, but look at him swimming very dominant in lane 9. He could possibly do a best time, and if he does that, William Farrington will really have to pull all the stops tonight to get that top spot.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a good race this morning. Alia had mentioned it is potentially, this might have been a strategy on behalf of Joey to be in that lane 9, because today they are also doing the 400 freestyle, which arguably is a nasty schedule.
Yeah, yeah.
So they will only swim this 800 freestyle once and the 400 freestyle once. So potentially Joey chose to be entered with a little bit of a slower time so he could do his 800 this morning and then focus on the 400 tonight.
I liked how they did that, because majority of the competitions, you do swim the 400 twice.
Yes.
This was a great strategy to say, you know what? The finals will swim at night. We're going to do that time finals for this 400 event and take it a little bit easier for these athletes on day 4.
It's also interesting because I'm looking at these names here for the final swim in the 400, and not a lot of these swimmers are choosing to do the 800, and then vice versa.
No, it was very few. We have Joey, we have Lennox, lane 3 and 4 tonight in that finals of the 400 freestyle.
We won't see 800 out of Connor Hutman, which is kind of disappointing. I feel like that would be fun to watch.
I'm sure he would not agree.
I'm sure he would beg to differ. I'm very excited for this women's 400 freestyle as well. We've seen Heidi Stout. We've seen Riley Watson.
Yes.
We've seen Alexandria Kogel. I'm pumped because based on what we've seen out of these ladies in their other swims, I think for Heidi and for Riley, this is gonna be a sweet spot.
Yes. Yeah. This is a nice middle ground. We saw her dominate in the 100 free. We saw her dominate in the 8 free. This is a nice little middle. It's a 400. It's a sprint for her.
It's a sprint.
It is a sprint. So it's really exciting. We have 75 meters left for Joey. We're gonna see if he can get under that 9:26. He has a minute to go for the 75. He can definitely go under that. It really depends on what time he wants to do right now. Really great swim for him out in lane 9. Coming in, Lennox is definitely playing with that same strategy from Cayman. Look at him go. Look at that sprint. Ah, Joey.
It's as if he hasn't swam at all.
Beautiful swim. Wow. Joey is coming up strong. He knows he has to do a fast time. He's probably trying to get a time that will rival the 15-17 because he'll be in that category next year. Wow, that's going to be a nice swim and a great drop for him. Coming in lane 9, it will be Joey Schwartz stopping the clock with a 9:18.32.
Excellent swim there by him.
Nice. Coming in, it is Lennox. Coming in really strong with a 9:28.93. It really depends on William Farrington and how well he warms up tonight to attack this race. We spoke yesterday about Farrington. And
William Farrington is a interesting kid.
He does many events. He is quite talented, but that is something that I struggled with. I took forever to get in the water for warm-ups because it's cold and I don't want to.
Same.
But there is that mental switch when you know you have a race and you need to be in your best possible athletic position to have a great performance. And you know if you do not succeed or do well, it's gonna hamper, and you know what the cause is. You needed to warm up more.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what William Farrington does. He's got Christian Jerome from Haiti right next to him.
Yeah.
I hope that he keeps him in his sights. I think trying to keep with him might result in a really painful swim for him.
Yeah. It should be good. It should be good.
Huh. So I think the announcer just said that it's the...
No, this is event 100. Girls 11 and 12, 400.
No, he is saying the 13, 14 ladies' names.
He jumped.
I'm going to take that back.
Okay. Okay.
Just took it back.
Okay. I looked over and all the girls were looking at each other and they're like, is that your name? That's not my name.
Am I in the wrong game?
Am I having an identity crisis?
Oh my God. This is the recap of Joey coming in super strong at the 8 of that 800. Beautiful time for him. Best time, 9:18.32. But next up, it is event 100, girls 11, 12, 400 meter freestyle. There are 2 heats. The second heat will be swimming later on tonight.
Oh, it looks like there is some sort of lane discrepancy here.
Wait. What is happening?
It looks like that swimmer does not know where she was supposed to be. Bless her.
And I caused some confusion there. Let me redo that.
Oh, it was the announcer when he had... Hendy Rose from Cayman. She was a bit flustered, but she looks okay now. Just switching it up to see if these ladies are paying attention.
It's just a little bit of adrenaline. It doesn't hurt anybody.
Oh, for sure. I didn't love it, but some of my best races were when I was late for the race and I had to sprint.
You know, I was talking to, that's actually a great point. I was talking to Lamar Taylor's mom this morning. Lamar Taylor, for our viewers, is in the 18 and over category, and I know he is looking for a really fast swim this morning in his 50 freestyle. But she said that she called him this morning and he sounded like he had just woken up. And I said, my best races in the 50 freestyle were when I was yawning in the ready room.
Oh my word, really?
Yes, because I knew that my body was like in a state of just like, I got this.
But you can only reach that if you know you warmed up properly. There could be the reverse of that.
That's true. That is true.
You feel like, oh, this is great. I'm so relaxed. But really, you just haven't warmed up.
That's
and
true.
Your body is still sleepy.
That's true. For me, I had a great coach that would make me warm up, sometimes against my free will. But
oh man,
as Alia said, it is sometimes so cold, especially in competition pools. They do have to keep it at a certain temperature.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh. Great shout out to these coaches that knows your athletes and know what you have to do to get them against the athletes' wishes, but it's for it.
I apologize in hindsight to everybody that had to deal with me.
Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. I did say to the viewers listening that we were going to recap that last relay because I have one more in me. So that last 15-17, we spoke about Marvin in lane 8. He knew that James Allison in lane 3 from Cayman was going to come back strong. In lane 4, Martinique had taken over the top spot by about the second leg, third leg. When he was on the block, he knew James Allison was going to be ending 4th. He knew Marvin in lane 8 was going to be ending. He knew there were very strong contenders. And instead of looking at them or getting fearful or nervous, my boy turned around, looked at his teammate, gave them the nod, put his arms in the air and said, I got you. Ooh. I got this.
Got goosebumps.
Jeez, they did catch him at that first, the 100 he was ahead. 150, you could still see him trying to pull ahead, but they were catching.
He did what he needed to do.
He did.
It doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't matter if they caught him. He got his hand on the wall first.
It did. 25, Marvin was right there with him about his shoulder. Allison was by his hips. 5 meters left in the pool. You know Marvin has a great touch. He was coming in, they were head to head. Allison caught up to his shoulders and Martinique threw his body into the wall for the touch. 758.3, 758.5, 758.8. Oh my gosh. At the end of an 800.
At the end of an 800.
It was a spectacular night. I'm going to repeat it again. If you did not watch it, look on YouTube, look at the CARIFTA website, look at the Bohemian website, look at the clips.
And if you are here in Nassau, Bahamas, Heck, if you are on another island, get on a flight right now and come to this, because let me tell you what, I don't know if you heard Alia say that earlier, so I'm going to repeat it again. This evening, we have the 200 freestyle relay.
Yep.
Each athlete will only be doing a 50.
We got so excited when they did a 200. A
Yes.
50? We're not going to be able to breathe for the entire relay.
Marvin did say, I know I don't have that much real estate tonight. And I said, I'm a little bit grateful for that, because my heart can't handle it.
Oh my gosh. I am shocked though, because Marvin is in that 400 free. So his range from the 50 to the 400, that's phenomenal.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
But as we talked about earlier, Alia, on the CARIFTA team, during the CARIFTA games, it is very much about, where do you need me?
Yes, yes. And it's very much like that in college.
Yep.
So it's prepping him very well for a successful career at University of Florida.
Yep. I'm actually wondering if Marvin is going to swim that 400, because I know he is trying to go for a very fast 50 free.
This schedule is very weird. We have freestyle, 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 the first 3 events of tonight, when you know that these freestyle specialists range from the 50 all the way to the distance.
Right.
It's going to be very challenging, but as we saw yesterday with Riley Watson, coming from that 1500 to 2 IM, 10 minutes in between, we know that if you have the will, if you have the determination, you will get it done.
When there's a will, there is a way.
They're doing it, and right now it is lane 6 from Aruba, looking really strong. Look at that acceleration.
Wow.
35 meters left to go in this 400.
She knows that she's racing for a medal tonight.
Yes.
She's racing with these invisible racers that haven't swam yet.
It is points, and she can beat Kai Larson in lane 8, who's entered with a 5:13. Depending on what time she does this morning, it's going to be close, but that top 8 is in her reach. Ooh, it's going to be close. Nice. 5:12.76 for Aruba. Beautiful swim for her. And it is Delea with a 5:12.76 to win Heat 1 up to 11:12 400-meter freestyle. Again, the second heat will be going on tonight, so we have to wait to see if that time is enough for top 8, but fantastic swim for her.
Absolutely. And taking a look at Martinique out there in lane 4, she's 11. She has another year. She just went a 5:25.87.
Ooh, that's a good drop. That is a great drop for her.
Next year, we could potentially see her in that night.
We will, because tonight we have Sienna Campbell, who's also 11 from Bahamas, and Kia Larson, that's also 11 from Jamaica. And as you know, it's not by your birthday, it's by your birth year. So I found out Kia Larson is 10. She just, like, a couple days ago turned 11.
Wow. Wow.
Wonderful. And next up, we will have event 101. It's 101, guys. We have swam over 100 events so far here at these championships.
No wonder your voice sounds like that. We have also swam 101.
I felt like I was on that relay last night. I did. I was so elated when I was going to bed. I'm like, no, calm down, calm down. And that is the start of event 101, boys 11-12, 400-meter freestyle.
This morning, I woke up and I went, hello?
We were getting coffee, and the guy could not understand what I was asking for.
He couldn't understand either of us.
Oh my gosh. He's like, I'm sorry, this is as high as my voice is going to go right now.
One of my favorite movies is The Emperor's New Groove. At one point in the movie, the Yzma, the evil woman, has a potion. She turns into a cat and she goes, is that my voice? Is that my voice? That's what I felt like this morning.
Oh, that is a great movie.
Love that movie.
Boom, baby.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever.
Oh man, these guys are staying together for that 1, 2, 3, 75 into this 400.
Keep an eye on lane 6. He is fading a little bit behind the rest of the group, but he is also only 11.
I love these 11-year-olds trying to test the waters. They know they have another year next year, but it's great to have your name on the scoreboard to know what you can do.
Agreed.
Flipping first with a 1:13.54. It is Bermuda Dominic Wright. He is swimming against the boys tonight, so it is kind of exciting. For the guys tonight, they know what they have to do to get a medal or to get that top 8 points. Look at Dominic.
This is a very easy speed looking swim. And when I say easy speed, I can tell that he is moving fast. You can see the movement.
Yeah, you can see his pole. Look at that.
Right, and it doesn't look hard. And as I said a couple days ago, potentially yesterday, I don't know what day we are on. When you swim freestyle, you almost want it to be like a duck.
Yeah.
You don't see ducks paddling under the water. They just look like they're just cruising along with not a care in the world, but their feet underwater.
Yeah. And for the 15-17 men, when we're going to see them later, we're going to go back and really look at the evolution of the freestyle, starting by Ian Thorpe on that easy speed. We spoke about him on that first day. The torpedo from Australia, 200, 400, 800 specialist, and just how he dominated and changed the stroke of freestyle. Oh, easy speed anyway.
Yep.
2:34.25 for Bermuda Dominic Wright, staying just a little bit ahead of Noah Watson from Cayman.
And remember, at home, these boys are racing with a group of 9, 10 racers tonight. So they know that they need to still have a fast time. So even though he's in first in this race.
Look at Enzo. Enzo is making his move from Aruba. He's overtaken Jamaica Matthew in lane 7, and he's moving. Wow.
Think about the confidence you have to have at that age.
Swimming your own race. Yeah, swimming your own race, knowing when to start that speed, start the effort, start to build. He does have 150 left. Will he catch Noah Watson beside him? I mean, after yesterday, I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Oh my word, Dominic is looking strong, moving away from Noah. Wonderful stroke for them. I love it because it is a nice, easy speed, and you're going to see it. It's going to be different for 13, 14, and 15, 17, but that same idea and technique is there. It's just more power.
Yep, yep.
He has 100 left to go. Flipping at a 3:55.69 for Dominic Wright. He held it from that first 100. He's going to hold it all the way through. If Noah Watson has anything to say about it, it's probably now when he has to make that move.
I don't know if he's going to quite have it here in the tank for Enzo, but still, I mean, a gutsy swim by him.
Yeah.
Knowing that he has another year.
Yes, 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 yes. Dominic is moving away from Noah. Enzo holding on strong. Matthew is trying to have a last pull. They have 50 left to go in this 400 of Heat 1. We're going to see him picking up his tempo just a little bit, trying to finish strong at the end of this 400. I love Noah Watson's stroke. Look at him. You can't tell when he's breathing.
Yep. That is a beautiful freestyle.
Look at that. When he gets more height on him and power.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be strong.
Oh, my God. He's from Cayman, so we already have seen James Allison. We've already seen these top athletes from Cayman. He's in good company.
Yep.
Sprint into the wall for Dominic. 5:10.29. Nice swim for him. Oh, my gosh. He was seated with a 5:39. With that time, he is coming into tonight ahead of Barbados, Amir Gitson. Really great time for him.
And really, will he be on the podium? Most likely not. But he wants to be top 8 for points.
For sure. You know you got points for your team in this 400. Wow. Coming in for that second, it is Noah Watson. And third, Enzo Cruz from Aruba. Fantastic swim from these guys. Up next, it is event 102, girls 13, 14, 400 meter freestyle.
5:10.29 being posted.
And now the announcer can call the names of the 13, 14, 400 freestyle.
And we have a thumbs up. 13 and 14 ladies right now. Celeste Gibson at block number 4, block number 5. Alyssa Jefferson. Cassidy Coles at block number 6. Lisa Milwani at block number 7.
So if you look back at 11-12, the record holder, Heidi Stout, 4:36.
That's insanity. Insanity.
That time is still the fastest out of all the girls in 13-14.
Yep. Except for Heidi.
Except for Heidi.
Insanity.
4:25. She is well under that meet record. We're going to see another one for Heidi, hopefully, tonight. 1,500 record, 800 record. She's going after that 400 as well.
Absolutely. I mean, she's got it. She's entered under it. She'll come in tonight fresh for that 400.
Yes.
Riley Watson's going to be fresh.
Finally, Riley. Fresh for her. That's going to be a great swim for her because she is battling for third according to the heat sheet. But it's still anybody's game. As we know, there are 4 entries in this event. Lane 7 is not on the scoreboard. That is Lisa Milwani from Virgin Islands. My apologies. And it is Jamaica trying to take that early lead by Alyssa Ferguson. We're going to see what her 100 split is. None of these ladies have been under 5 minutes, so I think that will be a great starting point for them. 3 of them are 13 as well. Oh, beautiful for them.
We saw Alyssa Jefferson in that 13-14 200 freestyle. She was about a 2, looking at, get back at this, 2:21 it looks like. So
nice.
She's got a pretty good 200 speed.
Yeah, she was out in that 109. So it's going to look good for her at this 200 split.
She's pacing very well to have potentially a best time if these times are accurate.
Yes, Gibson from Bahamas is trying to stay with her. But it is Alyssa trying to extend her lead. That's a nice, easy stroke.
That is a nice, easy speed.
Yeah. I'll be excited to see what type of stroke rate Heidi has tonight, because we've seen that easy stroke in the 1500. It really threw us for a loop. But when she was in that 200 of the 800 freestyle relay yesterday, she picked up her tempo. She was sprinting.
Yeah, I'm actually, that is a good point. I wonder what that stroke is going to look like.
Will it be as relaxed? Will it be half and half? Will it be a faster tempo? She is 14, so she's young, but I feel like she's so experienced with her tempos from sprint to distance that
she knows what she's trained for it. Surely she knows. Yes. She knows. I'm really excited for that because her freestyle is so beautiful,
effortless, and it is Ferguson flipping with a 2:26.92 at that 200 split. You said before her time was a 2:21, so she's going to be right there at that 200. Look at that acceleration from Alyssa Ferguson.
Yep, she's found another gear for the second 200.
She is moving away from the rest of the pack. Lisa in lane 7 is trying to get closer to Gibson from Bahamas.
And this is Alyssa's last year in 13-14.
Yeah.
She wants top 8.
Yeah.
She knows that.
She isn't
racing the pool.
She can do it if she gets under that 5-minute mark. There is that possibility depending on how these ladies swim tonight. Beautiful acceleration in her stroke. 125 left for them in this event. And it is Lisa from lane 7 moving into that second position ahead of Gibson.
So it looks like Alyssa turned on the gas a little bit and then shut it off on the second 50 of this 300.
Yeah. Her kick did accelerate. Ooh, nice.
There we go.
No underwaters for her, but I mean, if it's not your strength, might as well.
Yeah, especially when you're getting into the 400 realm.
Yeah.
You're gassed. If you don't have a strong underwater,
just get up and go.
It's going to slow you down.
Get up and go. And it is Alyssa Jefferson. 75 left to go. Her tempo has slowed down just a little bit. It's still faster than that first 200. But that third 100 that she put on was spectacular.
She looks amazing.
She looks very, don't double, there you go. She looks, a bit of a mix-up on that flip. I wish she had gotten into streamline a lot quicker because that definitely held her back on that flip.
I really dare Alyssa. Please work on your turns.
There is that race for second position. Gibson is back into that second position, but Lisa is saying, no, I want it. Oh, Jefferson is very close to under that 5-minute mark. If she can sprint a little bit more and get it home, she has 10 seconds. Get into the wall.
Come on, Alyssa.
Jefferson.
5 seconds.
Get in. Get in.
Wow, 4:58.
4:58.55. Fantastic swim for you, Alyssa Jefferson, in her last 13-14 400-meter freestyle race. Coming in second, it is Gibson to hold on from Bahamas with a 5:04. And coming in for that third position, it is Lisa falling back just a little bit with a 5:07.47.
What a phenomenal
That was a great swim.
by
That was a
Alyssa
great
there.
swim. Under 5 minutes already is a huge achievement.
Yep.
And she is 0.3 ahead of Leah Lewis from Bahamas. I mean, it's the finals. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. We now have the 13 and 14 400-meter freestyle in the pool. David Singh, Dijon Simmons, we've seen them. Jerome Jude from Haiti, you've also seen him. As we are going into this, I do want to thank I missed it, the 800 freestyle males sponsor for that race is Rubis. Rubis Ultratech, fuel the difference with Rubis Ultratech. Advanced fuel technology. Experience speed, performance, and savings with Rubis premium fuels formulated with a fuel additive Ultratech 20. There are 23 service stations in New Providence, Abaco, Exuma, and North Eleuthera. Thank you, Rubis, for sponsoring this event and the CARIFTA team here.
Beautiful. So this is the 13-14 400-meter freestyle. We spoke already about Lennox and Joey that swam in Heat 1 of the 800 free. This is the event that they'll be swimming in tonight. So you can see that turnaround. It probably was a great decision for them and the coaching staff to do that this morning and swim that 800. But coming in Heat 1, we're going to have that early lead by Simmons from Bahamas with a 1:09.75. Beautiful swim for him. The rest of the pack is trying to go with him. It is Haiti, Bahamas, Bahamas.
And we need to keep in mind that every country is only allowed to have 2 swimmers per race. So David Simmons, or Dijon Simmons rather, and David Singh are Bahamas' only shot at getting in top 8 in this.
There has been so many finals so far that we've seen Bahamas in that top 8. So for them to possibly not have a chance in a top 8 in an event, I think this is a rare event for them at this CARIFTA Games. Wow, Simmons is now, Bahamas David is now catching up to teammate Simmons right beside him. And it's gonna be a beautiful race as they're gonna come in at that 200-meter mark.
Beautiful 200 there by David Singh and Dijon Simmons, 2:24 respectively.
We just heard from Alyssa Jefferson, and my apologies. We just heard from her mother, and they were so excited to get under that 5-minute mark. Once again, it's one of those things. You have that minute mark, you have that 2-minute mark, that 5-minute mark, any of those 0-0s. Once you get under, it is such an achievement, and you start dropping time significantly after that big hump. Coming in, it is David and Simmons. They are staying right beside each other, flipping together. They have 150 left in this event. And it is Jude from Haiti holding on strong for that third position. Beautiful. Simmons is trying to move away from his teammate. But I'm not sure how far he's going to get because David is accepting that challenge. Stroke for stroke, the only difference is that strong kick that Simmons is doing. They have 100 left. And it is Simmons turning first with a 3:40.20, followed closely by David with a 3:44. Lane 4, Jude is now sprinting to get into the
on
mix.
earth?
Get it, Jude. He is swimming his own race, and he knew he had a sprint, and he's using it now. He is catching up to David right beside him. And Simmons in lane 6 is saying, no, I do not want to get involved. I am moving away from you guys, but it is Jude now passing David. Wow.
Don't you know we're tired?
Jude. Look at Jude. He has caught up to the field. He's going to flip second. He has Simmons in his sights. Wow. What a race.
Wow.
Look at that extension from Simmons. He is increasing his tempo. The kick has started, but here comes Jude. His tempo is slowing down just a bit. David is trying to get back into the mix.
Bringing it home. Decisions.
Jude is only 13.
Who's going to set the challenge?
We're going to see him again next year.
I mean, you could definitely see that, the way he conserved a lot on that first 200 and came back like a beast in that second 200. Look at that sprint from Dijon at the end. 4:49.89 for Dijon Simmers under 5 minutes.
Excellent swim. And 4:50.93 by Jude to come in second. He was entered with a 5:08.
5:08.
17 ladies
5:08.
ready at the starting blocks.
Great swim for him.
LeBron of St. Lucia at block number 4.
Wow.
Sarah Bartlett takes block
Jude
number
and
5
David are
from
both
Barbados.
13, so we're going to see them try to dominate again next year. But key people for tonight to remember, we do have Joey and Lennox. We saw them in that 800. We have Noland and Connor.
Yep.
They were 1-2 in that 200.
And Nolan's is also only 13, so.
Yeah. 1-2 in the 200. 1-2 in the 100. And they're back again in this 400. It's going to be fantastic again. Tonight, I need to save my voice.
We have the ladies 15-17 400 freestyle here in the water. Just 3 ladies here competing against the races tonight. Sarah Bartlett, we've seen her name before. I think we could see a really good morning swim out of her.
That'd be really great. Surprisingly, we have 2 15-year-olds and 1 17. That's going to be really great moving forward for 400 freestylers in the Caribbean. It's great to have two heats. And this is 15-17. We spoke about how hard it is when you reach 15-17. You have the body changes. You have the emotional changes, the hormones. Everything just plays a part. And swimming sometimes takes a second and as a second priority. At 13-14, you have that determination. You have that fight. At 15-17, it kind of starts to teeter a bit.
Look at her go. Look at Sarah just pulling away from the rest of the crew here. A 100 in.
She's the only one under 5 minutes from this heat, and she's going to go out in a 1:08.03.
As these ladies are heading into their second 100, we want to thank Subway, our sponsor for the 400 freestyle. Subway, eat fresh. Thank you so much, Subway, for sponsoring this race and event.
You love those. I love those little catchy. Eat fresh.
I really like the Duncan's, the Bahamas swims on Duncan.
I love it. I love it. 150 in. It is Sarah Bartlett from Barbados holding strong. Faith from St. Lucia is holding on for that second position. Kind of slow into these turns. I know it is difficult, but if you can get close into that wall, get your head down, and generate enough momentum, it will help you to come out of that really strong. If you go slow into the wall, it's really hard to come back out fast after that turn.
Yeah. Actually, I was speaking to someone this morning, I can't remember who it was, and without prompting mentioned in their 100 freestyle, their usual race plan is they take a breath going into the wall. They're supposed to come off the wall, few dolphin kicks, and take 4 strokes before they take a breath. They came off the wall and immediately took a breath and knew that they had killed all of that momentum.
Oh my gosh.
And listen, do I support it? No. Have I done it? Yes.
There have been times when I'm coming into the wall and I was like, do not breathe. Do not breathe. And as I finish the third, do not.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Sometimes the brain just takes over and
It takes over. It takes
like, no, we need oxygen.
It takes over. I have spoken to a lot of athletes about the words that they use and they tell themselves, that self-motivation, especially while you're swimming, to watch for those double negatives. Do not breathe, easily be, hold it, hold it. And you're now feeding your brain positive information to hold it.
We were always taught, don't say, do not do something. Say what you want to do.
Say what you want to do.
Head down, head down.
Coming in, that was Sarah Bartlett with a 2:23.35 at that halfway split. She has 100 left.
3:42.12 at the turn.
Nice. To get points tonight, 4:53.07 is the time to beat. She is at a 4:57, so it definitely is possible. She has a 75 left.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen tonight.
No.
We are assuming that everybody's going to go their seed time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sometimes you do go slower than your seed time, depending on where you're at. We know we've had an exhausting past 3 days.
Yes.
We hope everybody's holding together, but...
Yeah. It does happen a lot in that 15-17 category, as we spoke about before. As you get older, it's a lot harder to sustain that level like you do for 11-12.
Yep. Look at Sarah turning on those legs here at the end.
Beautiful stroke for her. Faith is holding on for that second position. But it is McCrewy from Suriname trying to fight back. Beautiful end for her in this 50.
I like her name, Ameza.
She's amazing, Ameza.
Amazing, Ameza.
Wow. That is awesome. Coming in. It might be a best time. It depends on that touch.
4:47.
4:57.47.
57, sorry. I can't read anymore.
Added 0.07 to her time. That is nothing. That is a flip turn. That is a breath. That is thinking for a second, oh, I'm tired.
Yep. Allowing yourself to think.
Yep. Really
that negative thought.
Yep. Nice swim for her. We're going to see what that ranks after our final session tonight. But up next, the last heat of the 400 freestyle for this morning session. It is heat 1, event 105, boys 15-17, 400-meter freestyle. There is an exhibition in lane 8 from Eric. We're going to see him out in lane 8. He's probably going to go pretty fast. He has a 3:59.
I mean, look at the record. Dominic Gunn last year, 3:30.69.
I don't know.
What?
No, I don't understand. No.
What?
No, that, I need to check that.
That can't be right.
No. Where is Dominic right now with that? I'm going to check that for you guys. Wow. Coming in, it is lane 8. Like you said before, it is Eric taking out that early lead with a 26.90. Beautiful speed for him. It will behoove these gentlemen to...
Behoove?
Behoove.
Alia pulling out the big word.
4th day, here we go. It would be a great idea for them to try and stay close with him. He is the only one under that 4-minute mark. But once again, you do have to have your own race strategy and play it smart. Lane 4, we do have Christian from Haiti. We've seen his name numerous times already. And we're going to see him trying to have a great swim this morning as well, trying to get on that scoreboard for tonight.
So just so everybody is clear, the Olympic A cut for the 400 freestyle is a 3:46.78.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that CARIFTA record is correct. So we will have to...
There is an error on
We will have
one.
to figure that out and get back to everybody, because I was like, that has to be like the world record.
We do, and we have found out that there are some errors on the record so far that is going to be changed for CARIFTA next year, the 38th edition in Trinidad. So we apologize if there were some errors that we have said over the last 4 days. But this one for sure, we can
confirm.
Confirm this one. Beautiful swim for Eric in lane 8.
I'm sure that he is going for his Olympic cut here. I would assume that that's why he's
out in a 1:59. It's going to be rough if he even goes under 4 minutes this morning.
He would have to come back in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is...
I'm not going to put it past anybody. Nope. Not playing that on the fourth day.
You're right. We have seen crazier.
We have. He is exhibition. So right now for that top seed, it is Jerome Christian out of lane 4. I apologize, it is lane 3. Paolo from Guadeloupe. We've seen him yesterday have a really dominant swim in the morning. And it's really great to see him again coming back out of lane 3. Lane 5, Aruba Ina is definitely trying to go with him, just staying within reach. They have 150 left. And his teammate from Aruba, Winderdal, is in the mix as well.
We heard that name before.
Yup. Nice and easy stroke from Winderhall. It looks like that was his strategy. They have 125 left to go. We're going to see if he turns in the gear. But there is Eric blasting this last 100. 159 was his 100 split. He does go 359, but coming back in that 2-minute mark, or actually 159 again, would be quite challenging. But once again, these guys don't really know what time they're going out with, so the best thing is to be optimistic and give it your best in every opportunity. It is Ina in lane 5, moving ever so slightly ahead of his teammate Winderdal in lane 7. Look at that.
On Eric.
Look at, he's coming home so strong.
You see his coach next to him.
Jeez.
Telling him to kick.
15 meters left. He's at a 350. Oh my word. Look at Ina from Aruba.
Wow.
Look at that sprint. It's going to be close. That's a really great swim for Eric. 400. 400. He almost even split.
That's insane.
As we said, optimism on day 4, guys. I love it. It is Ina charging into the wall for Aruba. His previous time, it is 4:17. And he's going to touch just a little bit slower with a 4:18, but an excellent time for him for this morning session. His teammate, Winderhall, 4:21.90 for 3rd. And once again, exhibition in lane 8. So 3rd in this heat, it is Guadalupe Paola with a 4:22.65.
What a great race we had just now.
Wow. You know, I want to look at that split because it could have been, you know what? I want to see if you guys can, if I can challenge myself and even split this 400. I've seen 200 breaststrokers do that in the mornings when they can take it a little bit easy and challenge themselves, and they have held it an even split or even negative split at 200 breaststroke.
Alia, we have come to the time.
Oh my gosh,
My
Ariana's
favorite
time.
event in the entire world.
Beautiful.
We are in to the 50 freestyle, the splash and dash, if you will.
Splash and dash.
So you've heard Ali and I talk about starts and finishes. In the 50 freestyle, it all comes down to a great start and amazing finish.
Lane 6, it is Eastman. We saw her yesterday on that relay against all the boys. She had an interview with us last night as well. Woo! We've heard Alyssa Ferguson many times. 400 IM all the way down to this 50 sprint. She's going to win heat 1 with a 29.23. Coming in second, it is Kia Lawson from Jamaica, 29.50. And third, there it is, Eastman from Barbados, 30.27.
Excellent swim across the board by those ladies.
Nice.
Anya DeGanis at 6. Taylor Nichols at 7. 8 is Bill Adams and Scarlett Spurley at block number 9.
If Kia Lawson makes finals tonight, she will have the 400 free.
Right before.
And then, oh, there's difficulty with her coming out of the water.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why they're asking them to come out over. They need to pause because she's not completely out of the water. I don't think the officials see them. No. Ah.
Oh,
darn it. They need to get her out of the water immediately because these girls have already started and they're coming. And she is not 100% out of the water. Oh. All right, she is out of the water now. The rest of the field is going. They are now lifting her out of the water. We are not sure what's going on. But coming in strong in this heat It is a race in the middle of the pool.
And into the walls.
It is lane 5. Ooh, it is not.
29.58, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes, it is lane 5. Zara with from Trinidad with a 29.56. Considerably slower than the first heat, which bodes well for heat 1. Coming in second from Aruba Pros with a 29.82, and third from Antigua with a 30.07.
I hope that Kia is okay.
I don't. They need to pause because it is the 4th day. These ladies are 11-12 and they are tired, but they're not coming out of the water fast enough before the next heat is on the block.
They need to be paying attention.
And we need to pause.
There it is. They are now pausing. The girls need to be told to stand up.
Good to go. Thank you.
Oh, there it is, and we're good to go.
Heat number 3.
These poor ladies are tense.
Yeah. Okay, they're telling
we
them to
go.
come down because they were in that position for a really long time. Okay, shaking it out, and they're back up.
I'm sorry. In all of that mess, I missed my alert, warning.
Lane 5, Kia Alert. We've heard her name numerous times, winning that 50 breast, coming back and winning that 100 free. And here she is in lane 5, coming in strong. There is Alia beside her in lane 6 from Barbados that's trying to go with her. 25 left to go. It is a sprint. Get your hands on the wall and let's see what happens.
What an amazing race by these ladies here.
Look at Kia moving away from the rest of the pack in a 50 free.
And into the wall. Kia Alert.
Alert.
28.
Alert. Warning. Wow.
Now the gentleman.
Her sea time is a 27.7, which is already fantastic for 11-12. But that morning swim on day 4, 28.34.
Only one under 29.
Beautiful. Coming in second from Bahamas is Tia Seymour with a 29.17, and third Regan with a 29.24. Did you take a look at that meet record?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that.
26.59, guys.
That's
11-12.
at 11-12. I'm pretty sure I didn't go 26 until I was like 17.
I was well into my 20s. Like well into my 20s.
11 and 12, gentlemen.
Wow. This is heat 1 of 3. The boys event 107, 11-12, 50-meter freestyle. Ooh. Look at that speed from Bahamas. Benico is going for it.
Wow.
28.93. Beside him is Arosh with a 27.77, but he is not leaving any chances. Oh my gosh.
And it is Benicio.
Woo!
27.12.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
Do you know what it means in a 50 freestyle to be a body length ahead of somebody?
I mean, we just saw it with Alert.
That is it.
In
What's
heat
in the
1,
water? What's in the water?
Heat 1, it is fresh water, as we were told.
Yes.
Fresh. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I did not catch 1, 2, 3 for that, but it is Benico with a 27.1 to take the win for heat 1. That is the time to beat with 2 more heats to go.
Looks like they are giving a little bit more time to get the swimmers out of the water.
That is appreciated. They were ripping through it, and I don't think they need to for this morning,
No.
but it's a little bit better now. This is heat 2. We have Simmons in lane 5 and Vic in lane 6. We've seen them already in that 100 free. They're going to come in for this sprint. Look at Simmons. Bahamas is trying to get 1, 2, 3, and I don't understand. Wow.
What a
Seriously.
speed he has on him. Again, another body length ahead of the competition here.
Oh my gosh.
26.87.
Okay, so you know why he did that? Because right now, behind the block in lane 5, it is Joseph Christian. And he has a time of 26.71.
He knew.
He
knew
set
if he wanted
the
a
challenge.
chance.
It is Simmons, Vandermeer, and Vinnick for that 1, 2, 3, 28.8, 26.8. My apologies for that top spot.
I just love women power so much. I need to let you guys know that Kia Alert went a 28.34. She would have been second in that heat.
I love it. I love it.
Gentlemen, heat 3.
11-12 is the age group to do it.
Yeah. Oh, Harold with his side goggle. Gotta love it. Or not Harold, Joseph.
Beautiful start for them.
And this is it, the deciding heat of the 11 and 12.
There Christopher Joseph goes. I don't think he's taken a breath yet.
Winderhall, we just saw him in that 400 free. And he is back again in lane 6 from Aruba to challenge Christian for this top spot in
Christian
heat 3.
is not having it. He is not having it.
Wow, great sim from Winderhall. We'll see him go a little bit faster without that 400 free. Woo!
26-28, so he will be the top seed.
Coming in second from Aruba, it is Winderhall with a 27.59. And third, ooh, Dominic Wright, 30.04. If these guys make it into finals, they will be so much faster because they do not have that 400 free before.
Very true. We are now lining up the 13-14 50 freestyle.
It's getting hot. Oh, it's getting hot in here. 50 free is phenomenal.
I love the 50 freestyle.
I love to watch it, not swim it.
Ladies, 13 and 14, heat 1.
Beautiful appearance here in lane 4 and 5 from Anguilla. If you guys have heard us, oh, look at those underwaters. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. We
Get up,
love,
get up, get up. Okay.
We love it. The fact that you're out here at CARIFTA Games, why not try it?
Right.
Beautiful. I was speaking with their team manager earlier today, and yes, we know that they do not have a pool, so they swim in the ocean. But on top of that, once a month, they have to take a ferry to St. Martin to swim in a 25-meter pool.
Wow. That's commitment.
Once a month.
That's commitment.
Jeez. Coming into the wall, and it is beautiful Anguilla Zuri with a 37.02. Fantastic swim for her.
Excellent first heat there.
Shalisa Stewart, and at block number 9, Isabella Bremer. And the first challenge is set 37.02.
There are 4 heats of this 13-14 50 freestyle, so the margin for error is nil.
It is nil.
Only 8 of these ladies get to come back and swim this evening, and all of these last 3 heats are full.
Look at that. So top seed, she's going to go from that 400 to this 50. It is Heidi Southwood in heat 4. And heat 3, it is Simmons. We could see 1-2 again for Barbados tonight.
She's not concerned about that double.
It's a 50, why would she?
Hey.
That's not what I meant. Oh, beautiful underwaters.
Great start by lane 5 with the underwater, a little deep. So she had to pull herself to the surface, but still a really great start.
Lane 6, Jessica Dennison from Jamaica is trying to get ahead of the rest of the pack. But it is Stewart from Cayman going with her. It's going to be down to the touch. 28.50 for Jessica from Jamaica to take that top spot. Coming in second, it is Delphine with a 28.83. And third, from Cayman, it is Stewart with a 29.23. So these girls in Heat 2 have just gotten close to what Alert has done in 11-12.
Yep.
They're going to be watching her next year when she's in 13-14.
Yep.
Gabrielle Johannes Maduro at block number 9.
Coming up, it is Heat 3 of 4.
Ladies,
That's insanity.
3.
Alert would still be first.
Alert, alert. That is the start of heat 3 of 4. We have Richards in lane 4. We saw her win that 50 fly, so she has the sprint, but right beside her, it is Simmons from a 400 IM. 200 IM, 200 fly to a 50 free. Wow.
Richards looks great here.
Gibson from Bahamas. Wow.
Touch of a lead over Gibson, but I can't really tell here.
No. It's going to be into the wall. It's going to be the touch.
27.65 going to be the
Yep.
low bid.
By Simmons.
27.65 by Simmons from Barbados. Jamaica, Richards, 27.85. And third, Gibson from Bahamas, 28.30.
And at the starting
Nice.
blocks right now.
Two girls under 38 in that heat.
Goals at block number 1.
28.
Anthony Leonard at block number 2. 3 is Mila Festina Karma.
Did I say 38?
Yes.
Block number 4. Heidi's down at 5.
It is going to take probably an under 29 to make this final.
Oh, for sure. Already 2 with 27. Hopefully we can see another 2 in this heat. So if top 4...
We're at 5 right now. So if 3 people go under 29, that's it.
That's beautiful.
And we have Heidi Stout, 800 freestyle,
Yup.
1500 freestyle.
Yup.
She'll be in the 400 freestyle tonight, 200 freestyle, 100 freestyle. What can't she do?
What can she do?
Probably open water tomorrow.
Here it is, and it is Heidi taking that early lead. She's trying to pull away from the rest of the pack.
And right now, 15 meter.
Her teammate right beside her, Tori, is definitely want to go with her. But it is Leonard and Cromer getting in on the mix, and it is Heidi Stout, 27.62 for that top spot. Second, not under 28.
28.49 second.
Yep, from Antigua. And coming in third from Cayman, it is Eva with a
A
28.70.
tie for 28.70.
Ah, we may. I wonder. I wonder if there's gonna be a swim off.
I mean, based on my calculations, no, I think that 28.83 from Heat 2 is the bubble.
Okay. That is very lucky for them. This is event 109, boys 13, 14, 50 freestyle. There's also 4 heats in this event.
I think if my math is mathing, those 28.70s will be 7th and 8th tonight.
Okay. Jumping in the water in lane 6, it is Jude. We saw him in that 400 freestyle coming home strong. Here it is.
I do want to point out for viewers that are not familiar with freestyle, lane 4 is doing what people think a freestyle, a fast freestyle should be. You could see he was really spinning his arms. He wasn't catching any water, and he's tired now because of that extra effort.
Yeah.
What? So Jude, you also want to do the 50 too?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Nothing stops Jude. It is lane 5 to take the win with 27.60. Jude in lane 6 from Haiti with a 28.90. And third, Jeffrey with a 38.52. Well done, gentlemen. We have the start of Heat 2 coming up shortly.
Is Ashby's wearing goggles?
Oh, Ashby. What's happening, man?
Did he hear us, do you think? Or maybe the chlorine's just too much.
Ooh, lane 5. We have Nolan Barrett.
We know he's got speed.
He won the 100 free. He won the 200 free. I spoke about him already in that 800 relay. Let's see what he can do this morning, getting that early lead. Look at lane 7 from Bahamas. Connor in lane 6. He has come second in the 100 and the 200 to Nolan. He is going to out-touch Nolan in this morning swim.
Wow, wow.
Coming in, it is Connor Hutman, 25.08 for that top spot. Nolan getting his hand on the wall. He was not in that top 3, but he did it to get second with a 25.48. And Bahamas in lane 3 with a 25.52.
And Ashby, not to be discounted, 25.69.
Woo! Top 4.25, and it's Heat 2. Heat 2. That is wonderful.
So we just had, I think, 4 people under 26.
Yep. Top 4 was, yeah.
And we have 2 more heats. Well,
Can you imagine? 25 for all of them.
no.
I love the
When did we get something? Heat 3, we've got Dijon Simmons, who we just saw in the 400 as well.
Yeah, there's Jaden
Ocean
Mills.
Van Loon in lane 7.
Yep.
Jaden Mills.
Levy Faye. We've seen these guys numerous times. They are all together. Just a little bit ahead. It is lane 5. Jaden Mills from Trinidad trying to get that early lead. He saw Connor's time, 25-0. Let's see if he can challenge. Ooh,
24.
Okay, Jaden. His time on the heat sheet, it is 24.88, but he did do
24.84.
0.04 of a best time, and he accepted the challenge from Connor.
25.76 and 25.90.
Wow. Trinidad 1-2 in that heat. Jamaica coming in third for the top 3, and we have one more heat to go.
I mean, we have 7 people at 25 already. Or 24 and then 6 at 25.
At 25 is not going to make it. Oh, I am so proud of our 13, 14 men.
We need a 25 mid to make it in.
So proud.
Point.
Nice starts. We have 0.6s across the board.
What an amazing race this has been already. Oh my God, the relay tonight. Oh.
Guys, the relay tonight is 4x50. It's this times 4. I can't. Look at that early lead. Wow. 25.36.
First in this heat.
You know what? Second is 25.91. He may not make it.
Oh my gosh.
This is the fastest heat.
15 to 17 ladies now.
And second place may not make it for finals tonight because Heat 2 really pushed the rest of the group.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The previous heat, third place was 25.90. I think that 25.91 is out.
Ooh. You see... And I like to tell these to the athletes because they believe since they're in Heat 4 in the middle lane, they definitely have a chance.
Nope.
No.
Not in the 50s.
Even if you win the heat, you may not make it. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again for the guys just tuning in with us. It is not like track and field. For track and field, you can win your heat, come 1 and 2, depending on the event, and make it to finals. For swimming, it is solely dependent on your time.
Yep.
This is the girls' 15-17 50 freestyle. We're going to see 4 heats of this for the girls and the guys.
The record is 26.08 by Jillian Crook. She has entered with a 25.79. So we probably will see a record depending on how Jillian's feeling. We know she is tired.
Yes. I did speak with her. They took her out of that 200 backstroke. So I think just the 50 alone for this morning, she's going to go for it.
The sponsor for the 50 freestyle is the Connery Foundation. Thank you so much, Connery Foundation, for everything you have done for these CARIFTA Games and for swimming in the Bahamas.
Thank you very much. Thais is going to take that top spot with a 30.32. Coming in second, it is Angelina from Turks and Caicos, her teammate, with a 30.97. Great job getting that 30 mark. And third, it is Madeline with a 31.23.
Oy vey, oy.
Oy vey.
We've got Mia Patton. We've got.
Keep your eyes on
Bella
lane 5.
Harris.
Kristen Shirley was phenomenal in 11-12.
We've got Lila Brown. We've got Ellie Shaw.
Oh my gosh. Christina Shirley has been struggling a little bit in this 15-17 category. 50 free is her pet event. If she wants to make a mark, it is here. And she is trying to prove something. But look at Green from St. Vincent in lane 7. We saw already heat 2 of the boys, 13-14, was the fastest heat. We're going to try and see them do that again. But look at Shirley go.
Shirley
she wants her
is making
race.
it her own race.
Yes,
26.77.
Beautiful.
7-7 the challenge.
Nope.
27.77 for Jamaica. Coming in second, it is St. Vincent Green with a 27.62. And third, also her teammate, Nelson, with a 27.76. Well done, ladies.
And fourth, 27.88.
Oh, it is House. Yeah. And there's her sister in the next heat. In lane 3.
Oh my gosh.
I spoke with Colleen Moore. She's in lane 4. She was in that 1500. She was in that 400. She's going to be in that 200 and that 100. And now she's so excited for just a 50.
We have Ranishka Gibbs. We have Tilly Collymore. We have Marley House. We have Leah Chin. Oh.
These ladies saw what the previous heat did, 26.77. They know Jillian Crooks is in the next heat. They really have to pull out all the stops to make it into finals tonight. And it is Gibbs trying to take that early lead, but she is being challenged by Chin right beside her. It's going to be down to the wall. Beautiful. 27.28 for Gibbs to hold on to her lead. It is Leah Chin for second with a 27.49. And coming in third, it is Tilly Collymore from Grenada with a 27.53. The time to beat is still from Heat 2. Like we saw with the guys, Heat 2 has been the fastest so far.
That 26.77 from Shirley.
It is up to this last heat to see if Heat 3 will make it into finals tonight.
It's gonna take a 27 mid.
Lane 4, we have Harper. Just like Heidi, we've seen her in the 1800. Sorry, 1800. We've seen her in the 1500.
She probably could do it.
I think she could. 1500, 800, 200, 400, 100, and now the 50.
And that is the start for the final heat. 0.69 by Wainwright reaction time. Wow, look at Jillian Crooks go.
For you guys watching this, if you can replay Jillian's start, if you see how her back is so straight, she's in the perfect position on that block. And look at those underwaters to this swim. Woo!
Okay. 26.47. 26.47 for first place, Jillian Crooks.
That is going to set the challenge for tonight. 26.47 for Crooks. Coming in second from Trinidad, it is Ash with a 27.45. And Antigua Liddy with a 27.47.
I think that's it. I think that's the line.
Yep. Harper will not be making it tonight for that 50, but she does have that 400 free. Wonderful swim for them.
Block number 7. Gentlemen, 50 freestyle heat 1.
Up next, it is event 111, boys 15 and 17, 50-meter freestyle. There are 4 heats again.
Oh my goodness, my heart can't take it.
Jumping ahead, the top seed is Marvin Johnson. He has the same time as Nikolai Blattman from Trinidad for the meet record.
Number 2 doing the walk.
Marvin's been looking fantastic.
I mean, tonight he's going to have that 400 free if he swims it before. That's going to be a fantastic swim to watch. But coming in, it is that race. It's going to be down to the touch. Woo! Good touch from Cayman. It is Connor McDonald, 26.04, coming in second from Bermuda, 26.15. And third, it will be Antigua Manav with a 26.84. Well done, gentlemen.
Thomas Cicchini at block number 1. El Tante Leonard at block number 2.
Oh my gosh. Liam Carrington, Malcolm McKenzie, James Allison. This is not going to be an easy race to make a final.
If you guys are watching and you're wondering how come Heat 2 is pretty fast in these events, it is seeded heats. So the third fastest will be in Heat 2, the second fastest in Heat 3, and the first fastest or top is in Heat 4 in that middle lane. Nice start for these gentlemen.
Whoa. Look at that freestyle in lane 4. Oh.
I can't see anything. They're all going so fast.
Beautiful freestyle in lane 3 as well. It just goes to show you that there's no right way to swim.
Good touch. Good touch. James Allison, 23.83, coming in second. It is Trinidad Liam Carlton. He is 15 with a 23.92. And third, Malcolm McKenzie from Jamaica, the 24.11. Oh my gosh, guys.
We have 2 more heats.
Oh my gosh.
Block number 5, block number 6, Nelson Denny. Antoine Desay at block number
Wow.
7. Ethan Heideyer at block number 8. And
We have,
Ethan Gleason at block number 9.
Daly in a 50 freestyle.
We saw him in that 50 breast. I mean,
What can't they do?
they can do nothing.
Is it part of the rules you have to do a 50 freestyle? I'm confused.
I mean, it's all about that point, isn't it? Nothing stops these gentlemen. In lane 6, it is Denny
Whoa,
Nelson.
great right start by Destang.
Look at that.
In lane 7.
Look at them. This thing is right beside him.
Destang is out there.
Oh my gosh. Ethan in lane 8 is definitely trying to go with Destang. He knows if he stays with him, but there it is. Destang trying to get that win. And it is Tristan, his teammate. 23.84 for that top spot. Coming in second, it is Destang St. Lucia again. 24.13, my apologies. And third, it is Aruba. Ina, I've seen that name before.
24.58.
He slammed that 400 free, and they're back again for this 50. Fourth, it is Nelson Denny. I wanted to say a quick shout out because he has been sick this entire competition. They asked if he wanted to swim in, and he said, you know what, this is my pet event. I'm going to give it my all regardless of how I'm feeling. And he came in and got fourth.
And that's how it goes sometimes.
Is it enough? We'll see.
Oh gosh.
But we have one more heat to go.
We have Jerome. We have Ferguson. We have Crows. We have Johnson. We have Noah Barrett.
Nice dives. Look at that. 0.55. 0.55 for Anthony Zachary from Trinidad in lane 6.
We have Marvin Johnson with the fastest seed time of a 22.44. So he should be out to a little bit of a lead here. It's really difficult to tell from here. It looks like Marvin's got a little, about a half a body length.
23.42. 23.42 for Marvin Johnson from Bahamas. Coming in second with an incredible 0.55. And you could see the difference. That's how he got under that 24 mark. It is, where'd he go? It is Zachary Anthony.
23.93.
Nice.
And then third, Jaden Crows with a 24.15.
I love it. Tonight is going to be another epic performance. Wow.
Ladies, 18 and
Alia,
over,
I think
heat 1.
8 is 24.15.
That's great because the boys were 25. So you want to see them getting faster. But, jeez.
We now have our 18 and over ladies in the 50 freestyle. Again, they don't get any points, but they are doing this for their love of the race. And then potentially some of them are capturing those years that they lost due to COVID in their CARIFTA
And at the 25-meter mark, 15-meter mark, Madeline Moore.
There it is with her, that name. She wanted to get her Olympic cuts. She did not swim the 100 yesterday because she wanted to save up. And it is Madeline with a 26.46. She's going to have an incredible swim tonight. Coming in second, it is Sabrina Lynn with a 26.57. And third, Gabrielle Vickles from Trinidad with a 27.48. A little bit of reference for you guys. The Olympic cut for the 50 free 24. 8-2. It is no feat when you hear somebody making their beat cuts.
You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head.
It is
that is fast.
Unbelievably fast.
Just for reference, I'll go back and look at 2012, but I don't think I was that fast to make the final.
In this heat, we have Sherelle Thompson. We spoke about her. She is 31, really trying to make her second Olympics. She is going back to her third year in med school after this year, so she really just wants to give it her all at 31-year-old and make her second Olympics. This is going to be a great swim for her. She's going to have Madeline Moore tonight for finals to really push her. Coming in 25.92 for Thompson.
Excellent.
That is a great morning swim for her.
That is a really great one to get under that 26.
Yes. Coming in second from Bermuda, it is Logan with a 26.75. And McKaylee, she won that bronze yesterday in that 100. She's coming in with a 26.94.
That's going to be a great race this evening.
Next up is event 113, the boys 18 and over freestyle.
50-meter freestyle, heat 1.
Oh gosh, Lamar
Ariana
Taylor.
has spoken about Lamar numerous times.
I'm gonna have to be quiet for this. Ooh, excellent reaction time by Lamar.
Look at that.
Wow, wow, already up and looking great. He told me he does not take a breath. He is looking good.
That reference B cut is a 22:07. It is pretty fast. Unlike the 100 free, he will have Dylan Carter tonight to help him. 22:85, okay.
Wow.
22:85 for Lamar Taylor from Bahamas, coming in second from Trinidad, 24:52, and third from Antigua, 24:97.
And remember, tonight we have Dylan Carter in lane 5.
21:69.
So Lamar will have Dylan right next to him
Yes.
this evening.
The A qualification for Olympics, it is a 21:96. Dylan already has his A cut, and you're going to see what an Olympic A cut looks like. Dylan Carter, lane 5 on the block.
If he goes to 21 right now, I might throw my phone. Great start.
0.68.
Look at Dylan. Oh,
He's gone. He is gone.
my word.
Mitchell from Antigua wants to go with him. I think he should.
For the 100-meter
Mitchell's time
breaststroke.
is at 23:06. He could go 22 if he pulls
Wow, come on,
all the
Mitchell.
stops.
And that is
21,
Dylan Carter,
22,
Trinidad
22:34
the
for
gentlemen.
Dylan Carter.
We'll have the
Mitchell
official
getting
results
under
now.
24
Getting ready
with
now
a
for the 100-meter
23:31.
breaststroke
And third,
series.
it is Murray from Bahamas with a 24:39. Lamar can get his B cut tonight.
And taking ownership of
Dylan
the
Carter,
starting blocks,
22:34, a fantastic
making
morning
their way
swim.
over to block number 2.
He has already
US
gone
versus
under
Irish is
22.
Whitworth.
The B cut is a
And block number 3 is
22:07.
gonna be Bahamas.
This
Sienna
is
Campbell.
Lamar's chance. He does have the Bahamian Nationals coming up, but this will be a
Block number
fantastic
4
time
for
to swim
Trinidad.
against Dylan Carter,
Trinidad
who has
and
been on the
Tobago at block
international
number
stage,
5.
who has swam with
Taylor
Cable
We're done.
Caleb Dressel, and all of these
Lewis
top
at
athletes who
block
have
number 6
dominated
for
the 50 free
Trinidad
over the
and
last
Tobago.
5 or
Aruba,
10 years.
Shayla Scott at block
Really
number
great
7.
experience for him
Bella
later
Adams
tonight.
of St. Vincent at block number 8.
We have the 11-12 100 breaststroke getting ready behind the blocks here.
It is time for a breaststroke.
Ladies, 11 and 12 100 breaststroke. Heat 1.
This is the girls 11-12. There they are. This is heat 1 of 2. Beautiful breaststrokes for them. This is 2 laps, so we're going to see them not going as fast as they did yesterday for that 50, but they want to be pretty close to that time, probably 1 second or 2 seconds for that first 50, and really try and bring it home. 2 seconds or 3 seconds, they are 11-12 from that first 50 split.
I'm really going to let Alia talk us through this because I can talk about a 50 breaststroke. I understand a sprint. 100 breaststroke?
It's not like the 100 free sprint.
No.
It's really not.
No.
Coming in lane 6, we have Lewis with a 40.44. She would want to come back in a 43. She doesn't have the dive, but look at that stroke, really nice. She is keeping it long. Her head is having a great head position. Her hips are coming up. This is a great swim for her.
Our 100 breaststroke today is sponsored by Alive Fiber. Get access to your favorite streaming apps, channels, and unlimited calling, all at lightning speeds. Thank you, Alive, for being a sponsor of these CARIFTA Games and Team Bahamas.
The rest of the field is catching up to Lewis from Trinidad.
For Jamaica.
Her time is a 1:26.35. She went out fast enough. It's up to her to bring it back. It's going to be close. Woo! Sienna Campbell from Bahamas was coming back strong. She's going to get second with a 1:27.02. Lewis from Trinidad is going to hold on to her spot with a 1:27.01. 0.01 of a difference.
Wow.
If you look back at the splits, you will see that Sienna went out a bit slower, but she came back strong. That second 50 for Sienna is going to be beautiful for her tonight.
1/100th of a second.
Look at that. Look at that replay. If Sienna can get out a little bit faster, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with tonight.
Warning. Warning, incoming.
Alert, alert, lane 5.
Alert. She's finished a 50 free about 20 minutes ago.
It was a 50.
I feel like you're hating on the 50 freestyle.
I am not.
And you're not thinking about how difficult that is.
It is very, very difficult.
I'd like to see you go 24 seconds.
I really don't. With fins, when I was in shape.
With a cord pulling me.
I wish. Oh my word. Going out, it is Simmons in lane 6 for Barbados. Alert from Jamaica and Isabella from Bahamas in 4, 5, and 6. We did see Alert win that 50 breast, so she wants to get out fast. How fast she goes, we're gonna find out. Beautiful stroke for her. She's keeping it nice and relaxed. Different strategy from her 50 yesterday. But going beside her, it is Isabella. Beautiful. I wish she could extend her arms just a little bit more for that glide, but she's gonna turn first with a 39.46. Really great to get under that 40-second mark. Menace from Barbados is also under that 40-second mark. If you can watch Alert, as she comes up, she has a great pull. Her extension could be a little bit longer. Really throw and force her force her elbows to straighten out. I think she'll definitely elongate her stroke more and minimize the stroke count that she does coming back home.
Lane 4 has, it looks like...
Yeah, she's picking up her tempo.
Yeah.
Isabella is picking up her tempo.
That
Look at her go.
That is wild.
She's like, no. She is the Energizer Bunny, and she is going. Isabel has now caught up to Kia. She's going to out-touch her. Woo!
Wow.
125.24 for Isabella. Look at her. Kia Alert, 125.71. And Menace, 126.25.
25.24 looks like the low bid.
Wow.
By Cucurullo.
That's going to be a great swim tonight. If Sienna can go out a little bit faster, she's going to be right there with them on that way back.
Sienna and Lewis were racing off of each other. Obviously, we know they can't really see each other, but they didn't really have anybody pushing them.
Yeah.
I think we might see the majority of the final in that 125.
It is. Kia Alert does have a 122 going out. So we could have just seen fatigue finally setting in on that fourth day.
She doesn't feel that. That's not in her vocabulary.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully tonight they'll look at this recap and really fix some of these techniques to really have a better performance tonight, but it's going to be a fast one.
Hell yes, Sienna Campbell has the 400 freestyle this evening.
Of course she does. They're calling the boys off of the blocks. Nope, and that is the start. They're going to get back up.
There is just one heat of this.
So it is top 8 that will make it back to finals. And that is the boys' 11-1200 meter breaststroke.
We got my bestie, Joseph.
There he
lane
is.
6.
There he is.
His breaststroke is what his 100 breaststroke is what saved his 400 IM.
That's true. That's true. We did see him dominating that 200 breaststroke to secure a medal, but it is 100. It's a different sprint, and as you can see, lane 5 Ethan is not taking any chances.
What a beautiful breaststroke.
Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful swim for him. We see Deshaun in lane 4 really going back to that snake stroke. Turning first with a 35.35. It is Ethan. That is a great split for him to try and get under that 120 mark in the morning.
Wow. Ethan said, I don't know what y'all are doing this morning, but I'm going to do me.
Oh, he is extending his lead. It is a beautiful swim for Joseph in lane 6. He does have more of a 200 tempo. He is picking up his tempo, which is beautiful. But as you can see in his breaststroke kick, he is not getting his full breaststroke kick as he did in that 200. He is shortening up just a little bit, not getting that flexibility. But it will be, ooh, 116,
wow.
61.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Best time.
That is a great swim for him. And it is Joseph coming in second with a 122.
Starting over the top swimmers, you do not have to exit the course.
122.17. And third, it is Aruba coming in with a 124.28.
Again, there was just one heat of that, so just one, I think one person won't make it back.
2.
Yep, sorry. Math was not my strong suit, okay?
Math is just mathing.
The math is mathing sometimes.
Next up is event 116, girls 13, 1400 meter breaststroke. We have seen Ellie Shaw dominating that 200 breaststroke in 15-17. She does have the record from last year with a 1:14.28. That is a phenomenal time for 11-12. Sorry, 13-14. That was kind of a long hold
That
for
was
them.
a very long hold. I actually thought they were going to stand them back up.
Yeah. Lane 5, we have from St. Lucia, Faith Jeffrey. She won that 200 breaststroke. We're going to see her trying to pick up her tempo just a little bit. She needs to for that first 50 if she wants to be in the mix. But it is Bahamas. Jayla trying to take out that early speed, followed by Eugene from Martinique in lane 6.
And doing the walk behind the starting block, seat number 2, the deciding heat. Danielle Burgess takes
Beautiful stroke. I keep on emphasizing for the breaststroke, you have to throw your hands in front like an arrow. It is Jay Hall with a 38.30. That's going to be a really good split. But as you can see, as you fatigue, your arms start to get shorter.
Yep.
And if you look at Faith, she is throwing her head, which in turn is throwing her arms forward. That's what you need to see. Coming up right beside her in lane 6, it is Eugene. Not the best stroke. She is kind of swimming uphill. You can see a lot of water in front of her. She is really pushing the water, which we don't want. We want to cut the water, not push the water in front.
You want to cup the water.
Cut it.
Don't push it. Not that.
But she is strong enough to get that win, and it will be Eugene from Martinique with a 1:23.07. Faith from St. Lucia, 1:23.71 for second. And Jael from Bahamas with a 1:23.77.
Can we talk about the record here real quick?
1:14 is phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
That is absurdity.
I love it. I love it. Because, okay, so honestly, when we were growing up, we saw a few swimmers pop up here and there, and we saw a few records that were broken. Now, across all the events, these records are extremely fast, and they're not all of them, like Sean Fraser, are from back then.
Yep.
A couple of them are recent. Last person from Curacao, 2023, these records are fresh.
Yep.
Going in, that is a recap of Heat 1. Beautiful extension there to out-touch Bahamas. It is St. Lucia for second and Martinique for that top spot.
Ladies, Heat 2.
Coming up for Heat 2, we have Osborne in lane 6. We spoke to her yesterday. She was on that relay. She got that silver in the 50. We're going to see her now in this 100.
She was the artistic swimming, right?
Artistic swimming. Yes, she was.
I really love the relation of that artistic swimming into...
Yeah. I mean, I am fantastic. I'm happy that she's in this breaststroke. However, her performance, it was her and another male, so it was a mixed duet. It was such a beautiful performance, and the first we've seen in the Caribbean. It was groundbreaking. And a part of me, I do feel bittersweet because besides them that made it to the international scene, she's going to turn with a 38.00, fantastic first split. But besides them, we're going to see another gap in artistic swimming. But you have to do what you love, and that's how you persevere in the sport. So I'm really happy that she found what she loved, and it is breaststroke, yay. And she's here. But coming in, it is Bahamas moving in the second 50. It is Saunders. Beautiful swim for her as she's going to extend her lead. Osborne is definitely fading. We're going to see not enough practice as she transitioned from artistic swimming to finish a 100. But coming in, it is Saunders for that top spot and Malaya in lane 4 from Martinique for that second. 120.13. Really
Wow.
great swim for Saunders for this morning session. 122 is going to come in third, and it is Osborne with a 125.99 for third.
In the hot seat tonight, lane number 4, center lane.
That is going to be a lovely swim this afternoon. I want to see how many girls get under that 120 mark. Like we said, we have these barriers in swimming. 5-minute mark, 00, 120 is one of them.
Yep. Once you get past it, it's like, oh, okay.
I can do it again.
Yeah.
I can go even faster now.
That's how it was for me in the 50 freestyle. I remember the first time I went under 25, and I was like,
Scoreboard stands.
oh.
Gentlemen,
That was it?
13,
I could do it.
1.
Oh, lane 2, Jude Jerome.
Is he swimming every event? And Victor Ashby, what is in the water?
This is the first time we're seeing Victor Ashby this morning, I believe.
No, it's not. We saw him in the 53, didn't we?
Oh, yes, he had on goggles. It was the goggles. It threw me, Victor.
Yep.
But we saw Jude in that 400 free. We saw him again in that 53, and here he is in this 100 breaststroke. Why not, Jude? Why not? Going out, it is Aaron trying to take that early lead from Trinidad. Anthony beside him from Aruba, and David Singh, we've heard his name before. He is back again for this 100 breaststroke. He did swim that 400 freestyle beside Jude, but now breaststroke is where he shines. He's going to turn first at a 34.01.
Wow.
Aaron coming in with a 34.50.
This is Jude Jerome's third race for the morning.
Yep.
He started at 9 a.m. It is 10:36.
Yep, this is his training meet. Look at David Singh. He is dominating this race. He is moving away from Aaron. He was out in a 34.01. We're going to see what he can come back in. That 400 free looked like it was a warm-up for him because his sea time is a 1:14. Right now, he's at a 1:10, 1:11, 1:12, 1:12.27 for David from Bahamas.
A great swim.
Aaron coming in with a 1:13 from Trinidad, and third, it is Zachary Burke from Barbados with a 1:16.38. Jeez, guys, it's day 4.
Yep.
And they are still swimming phenomenal in this morning session. This is session 7 of 8. This is the last day of competition. They have to give it their all to make it into finals. It is not written anywhere.
We are on event 117.
117. It went by fast.
And that doesn't account for the fact that the event numbers don't change in the nighttime.
No. No.
So double that.
Double that.
Great starts really across the board today. I feel like everybody's on their start game.
Yes. I don't know what the coaches told them, but there is a special speech about this is the last time you're going to have to do prelims.
Yep.
Give it your all.
Yep.
Going out for that early lead, it is Kai. He won that 50 breast. He was second in that 200. He was kind of disappointed because he went out really fast in that 200. And it did not work because he was fatigued in that last part. And the rest of the field did catch him, but he was able to get that second. Coming in, it is Kai with a 33.40, a second ahead, less than a second, ahead of David in Heat 1. But Kai said, you know what? I want a medal in all 3 strokes, in all 3 distances of breaststroke.
Yep.
And he's going to do it. Coming in, we have William Farrington in lane 4 from Bahamas. He's trying to...
I'm curious how much warm-up he did this morning.
He was in
If
that
any.
200 breaststroke. He got third, so he is a breaststroker as well as a distancer. But coming in, he is being challenged by Holly in lane 3 and Alejandro, but it is Kai Radcliffe, 1:10.77.
What an amazing swim.
Beautiful swim for him. He is a 109 on the sheet, the only one under 110. The record is a 107. It all depends on what he has left in the bag.
No longer a swimmer, he's the target.
If you guys heard that, he's no longer a swimmer. He's the target by your announcer. Oh my word, it is Kai, William, and Sawyer for that top 3 in Heat 3. Sorry, in Heat 2. And this is event 118, girls, 15-17, 100-meter breaststroke. in the water. If you look at lane 5, it is Ellie Shaw. She has the meet record for her 13-14 age group. She got second in that 50 breast, won that 200 breast. It's now right in the middle. She has Gibbs in the next heat to face. Let's see what she can do in this morning swim.
And Renishka Gibbs looked amazing in that 50 freestyle.
Woo.
So we know she has top speed
Like event number 1
today.
She looks very fresh on this 4th day.
Will go directly to finals.
Turning first at 34.40.
Yeah. Nice split for Ellie. We're gonna see her try to accelerate. I wish she could throw her forehead just a little bit more. For breaststroke, you want to enter with the forehead, not the chin. If you enter with the chin, it eliminates the shoulder roll. If you enter with the forehead, it allows your shoulder to really roll, as you can see in lane 7 by Katie. She's coming up, she's entering with the forehead, and you can see her shoulders really rolling forward. That is how you emulate the stroke like a butterfly. But coming in, it will be Ellie Shaw.
1:14.
Nice. 0.2 away from her best time for Ellie Shaw from Antigua. Beautiful swim for her. Coming in second, it is Katie from Bahamas with a 1:18.7. And third, it is Manon from Martinique with a 1:19.43.
Numbers are hard today. Love that outside smoke by Katie in lane 7 to take second place.
That was a great swim.
Ooh, my math was mathing.
The sun has gone down just a little bit. The wind is starting to pick up, which is nice because it was getting kind of hot. But these kids have not been hydrating. It's a 4-day meet. And we've seen a lots of cramps. We've seen a lot of illnesses so far. And I really wish that they would take it seriously to know that it does affect them and it adds up. This is heat 2 of the girls 15-17. In lane 3, you saw Kristen Shirley in that 50 free. She's second seed coming in tonight. 100 breaststroke is another one of her specialties. But in lane 5, we have Gibbs. Lane 6, we have Tyler from Trinidad. She got bronze in that 50 yesterday. She wants to get a medal again in the 100.
And it looks like Abigail Deschong did scratch from this.
That means it's open water for Gibbs with the lane right beside her. Open, she's gonna turn.
Beautiful turn.
34.86, 0.4 slower than what Ellie Shaw did in the previous heat.
I mean, she looked at that previous heat. Ellie Shaw was 1:14. The next place was 4 seconds behind her.
Look at that stroke. Yes, it is a sprint. However, you don't want to spin. You want to pick up your pace, but sometimes when you pick up your tempo, you're spinning. What I love is that she is now picking up her efforts. She is keeping her stroke count, she's keeping her glide, and she has picked up her effort to really push away from the rest of the pack. Her kick, she's not getting that much out of her kick. She looks fatigued, and Tyler from Trinidad is now catching at the end of this race. But coming in with a 1:17, it will be Tyler to out-touch Gibbs right at the end. As you can see, Gibbs was fatiguing. Oh, it has been corrected. It is Gibbs that out-touched Tyler with a 1:17.20. Tyler with a 1:17.69. And I can imagine how Ellie Shaw is feeling right now with a 1:14. They both went out in 34s, but Ellie Shaw came back like a beast.
And thumbs up on the scoreboard. It looks like Ellie Shaw, the Antigua Barbuda, has the hot seat tonight.
Yep. Ellie Shaw came back in a 40. These girls, 42-43. I want to see what Gibbs' strategy is tonight, because if she can go out fast, so can Ellie. Yep. All depends on that last 50.
15-17, 100 breaststroke for the gents.
Lane 6, we have Daly.
Yep. I feel like there was like a pact between a few of these people. It was like, let's see how many events we can swim on the last day.
I think so. There should be an award for most races swum.
Yeah.
That would be great. The workhorse of the meet. You always have a workhorse in each team, on each age group, but the workhorse of the meet.
And not only are you swimming multiple events, you're also on the relays.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Lane 6, that is Daly for that early lead with a 31.36. We saw him in that 50 breaststroke yesterday. So you know he has that early speed. It's all up to him to bring it home. But right beside him, it is Cayman Islands Jordan that's now catching up to Daly with a beautiful second half.
And at the starting blocks getting ready, Turks and Caicos at block number 1, Ethan Gardner, Benjamin Davis.
Look at that extension from Jordan. He is tightening up just a little bit as Daly is now picking up his tempo. He does not want to be caught and out-touched on the wall, and that won't happen as he's coming in with a 107.13 for Daly for this morning swim. If his time on the sheet is a 107.56, if that is correct, that is the best time for him. He was the side Jordan from Cayman. He had a time of 106, so he knew if he wanted to do a best time, he had to stay ahead of Jordan from Cayman, and he did that. We have one more heat to go. We have Dirks, who dominated that 50 breaststroke yesterday. He's back again with a 104.26. This is heat 2 of 2 in lane 6. We have Caden Wells. We spoke to his mother yesterday. She was really excited over his medal. He's back again for this 100 breaststroke.
We've got Dirks Bransley.
Dirks from Aruba.
Joshua Ross from Barbados. I mean, Ethan Gardner. We've seen Trinidad and Tobago.
Yep.
Oh no, it looks like Ethan is not swimming. That's too bad.
Going out for that early lead, 32. A second slower than our previous heat, but look at him come back. Dirks is moving.
That is a beautiful breaststroke.
Look at him go. Look at him go. His hips are a little bit lower in the water than I would have liked on the end of this 100 this afternoon. I think that could really bode well for him if he can get his hips up and throw his head a little bit more. But coming into the wall, it will be Dirks with a 105.91. He was slower at that 100 split, but he came back like a beast. 107 was a previous heat winner from Daly, but it is Dirks with a 105.91. Coming in second, it is Bahamas. Caden Wells with a 107.51, and third from Barbados, Joshua Ross with a 107.68. Well done, gentlemen.
I believe we're going to skip the 18 and over ladies 100 breaststroke and move straight to the gents 18 and over 100 breaststroke.
There was just one heat of that, so we're going to see them tonight. There's only one heat of the boys, but they decided to swim it, which I think is always a fantastic. I know you're tired. I know it's the 4th day, but the morning does get rid of the cobwebs, and it teaches you what you need to do to get better for tonight.
Absolutely. The more chances you can get, or at bat, if you will, the more you have to learn about yourself. And so I know I spoke to a couple of other swimmers that are in that 18 and over category, and their meet schedule going into this summer is almost back-to-back.
Yes, yes. 30.66 for Emmanuel Gadsden.
They'll be training through, but really looking for as many opportunities to refine their races as possible.
Yeah. Beautiful swim for him. In lane 9, we're going to see Eric. We saw him dominate earlier today in that 400 free, going out in 159 and coming back in what was very close to that 159 again. Here he is in a breaststroke.
I just looked it up. He was
coming in for the win, and it is lane 5, Emmanuel with a 104.82. Very nice swim for him, right on his PB of a 104.75. We're going to see him try and get closer and under that tonight.
Eric, this morning, his first 100, 57.49. Second 100, 101.89.
Nice.
Third 100, 101.68. So he went 2/10 faster on his 300 than his 200, and then he finished with a 59.46.
Kai Lawson takes block number 7, and Zaya Cruz at block number 8.
I love it. I want to see what he goes tonight and how that race strategy will change.
If he was able to take that second 100 and drop it
57 minute.
Yep.
Beautiful swim, 357, 358.
Yep. That's going to be exciting tonight.
That will be a good one.
Oh, no, he won't do it again.
Yeah, you will.
400's only once. Maybe they'll ask if he can do it again.
Eric, if you're listening, we want you to do it again tonight, please.
We want to see it again.
Yes, please.
We have the 11-12 200 backstroke. Check out that record by Elaine Daly, 2:29.
Okay, I don't swim too bad, but even I know that's fast.
No, that's my 200 freestyle time.
At 11-12, yes. No, honestly, yes.
Yeah. The 200 backstroke sponsor is Aquatec. Bring your dream swimming pool to life. If you are here and you are looking for a swimming pool, reach out to Aquatec. Thank you so much for sponsoring these CARIFTA games and supporting Team Bahamas.
Very nice, taking out that early lead. We're gonna see a name that we have seen numerous times. We spoke about workhorses. Alyssa Ferguson could definitely be in the top ranks. She is back again in this 200 backstroke.
So Alia, lane 7 should have been Kia Lawson. We did see her get pulled out of the pool in that 50 freestyle. I didn't think that we were gonna see her again this afternoon or this morning. I hope that she is okay and all is well.
I do. She has that 400 freestyle later today. Her 50 free could possibly have made it in tonight.
It did make it back, but we don't know if she will be competing or if that might be the end of her CARIFTA championships. I hope not. She's been very exciting to watch.
That is, she did not have the 400 free this morning, so that 50, she was fresh. And we spoke about how important it is to warm up properly on this last day. You are tired, you want to do less, but that is when you turn off your brain and say, no, I'm actually going to do more because my body is fatigued. It is Ferguson taking out that early lead. She has a beautiful backstroke, really conserving on the legs. We have Henny Ross in lane 2 from Cayman. That is incorrect. We have Maridu from Martinique. My apologies. She's holding in for that second position. And lane 6, Zara, we see her already. She's done a lot of events this meet and already today, but she's doing this 200 back from Trinidad in lane 6 and holding on for that third position.
Alyssa Ferguson is just looking amazing. Looks like she's shut it down just a little bit here at the end. Again, we are on day 4, event number 122.
Yep.
And Alyssa will be into the wall first for the first heat of 2 at a 2:42.09.
Nice. Her seat time is at 2:37.8, so not too bad for a 200 to be that close to her time. It is Martinique with a 2:49.71 and Trinidad with a 2:51.90 for that second and third spot.
Bahamas, Skylar Smith at block number 5. Taylor Marchand at block 6 for Trinidad and Tobago. Antigua,
we have Cayman Islands coming in to end this 200 freestyle. Sorry.
I think you need a nap.
We'll have to clear the pool between
oh man.
Before we start the next event. Still bringing it into the wall, setting the stage for heat
coming in
2.
next, it will be heat 2. We're going to see a lot of fast swimming. We saw Alyssa Ferguson really set the tempo with that 240 mark. We're going to see who wants to go under 250 with her.
Yep, and looking at these entries, Skylar Smith, also from the Bahamas, entered with a 237, just a little bit faster than Alyssa Ferguson. And then we have a 240 by Taylor Marchand, and then 246. So maybe we will see Skylar under that 240 mark. Probably not this morning since they are tired. I'm not sure that we will see anybody else in that 242 realm. But again, I don't know why I'm saying these things because I've been proven wrong time and time again, so.
Oh, goodness. 1.54 for Alia from Barbados. My namesake, get it. Get it. It is a 200 backstroke. Backstroke.
I don't think you saw Grenada, 1.22.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw it. So the funny thing is that the backstroke wedges, your reaction time is faster than if it would be on the blocks.
It should be.
It should be. However, if you don't get the start correct, it could be very, very slow, as we saw. 1 second, that's 1 second. So whatever she does, you take off that second, and she would have been faster just from that start. It did not work in her favor.
And for any of our viewers that don't understand, we've been talking about reaction times quite a bit here. What happens is these blocks have electronic sensors, and essentially from the time that the starter hits the button to say that's when we know to go, from that time to when your feet leave the blocks is your reaction time.
Yep.
So you want to almost be like the floor is lava. Once that thing goes off,
you're moving.
Gone. So in backstroke, the sensor is in the pads. So as soon as the pressure releases from those pads in the pool, that is what your reaction time is.
Yeah. Alia going out with a 1:20.45 from Barbados. She's going to take that early lead. No, you're right. And you can see as these guys get fatigued, you can see their reaction off the blocks just gets slower and slower. That's why it's really great that the 50 free is on the 4th day.
Yep.
It is a mental test.
Yep.
Alia is extending away from the rest of the pack. I wish Alia Atkinson knew how to do backstroke, but Alia Greaves from Barbados, she is definitely holding her own. Taylor from Trinidad in lane 6 is trying to catch her, followed by Skylar Smith from Bahamas.
2:03 at the 150 here for Alia.
Oh, there is that race. Skylar Smith is catching Taylor in lane 6. Do they have it in the tank to catch Alia from Barbados? It's going to be a close one. There's 25 meters left in this race. It is the last heat. Time to beat before was from Alyssa Ferguson. It's still anybody's race as we see Bahamas falling just a little bit behind. Taylor has now caught up to Alia. It's going to be down to the touch. And Skylar is back in the mix with a sudden surge. But it will be Alia from Barbados to hold her lead with a 2:45.27. Skylar with a sudden surge at the end from Bahamas, 2:45.70. And Taylor holding on strong for third, 2:45.96.
Wow, what a close 200 we had there. Alyssa Ferguson will be the top seed at 2:42, but I know, we are at the end of this meet.
Yeah.
We are tired.
Yeah.
Skylar was entered with a 2:37. Taylor Marcan was also entered with a 2:40. So potentially we will see some swims under that 2:40 mark.
Yeah. Alia is 11. She was 2:46, so potentially that could have been her best time. What she does this afternoon to get on that podium, we're going to find out. But the other ladies do have a faster time. Next up, it will be event 123. The boys 11-12, 200 backstroke. There are 2 heats. You know what? I am smiling. I am smiling.
And why is that?
Heat 2. We spoke already about Sobers. Alex Sobers, his brother, younger brother. He did not make finals last year in the backstroke, in a lot of the backstroke events. He was able to get second in the 50, second in the 100, besides Simmons. And right now, he is top seed in this 200 backstroke, at 10 seconds ahead of Simmons, who beat him in the 50 and 100. It is the last day.
I love that.
We don't know what's going to happen. We have not seen Sobers get his gold medal yet.
I love that. It's not going to be easy for him by any means.
No.
Look at Martinique here in lane 5.
Beautiful swim for him.
Making this race his own. We also have Ethan, who we've seen have really great swims this weekend.
Yep.
I don't even know what day it is.
Day 4. Day 4. I believe we saw Ethan earlier today. Where is it? Yeah. Yep, that is him. We saw Ethan dominate with a 116 in that 100 breaststroke. Now, I always talk about a relationship between butterfly and breaststroke. I said possibly freestyle and breaststroke. Backstroke and breaststroke?
No.
No, it's not a thing, Ethan. But you are doing it, and you are dominating, Ethan. Well done.
And in the 200 backstroke, think about the core strength that you need.
Yeah.
Swimming backstroke, in my head, is almost equivalent to doing a handstand and walking around and holding that handstand. You have to have a tight core.
Yes. Yeah.
That's basically what, I think it's backstroke more so, but also freestyle.
If you look at it, and remember, if you're on your back and you want to raise your legs to that 90-degree angle, the leg lifts that we always do without your hands, that is essentially the core work that you have to do to keep it maintained in a body position on your back for this entire swim.
Yep.
Just stay there on your back with your feet off, like maybe an inch off the ground for 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yep.
This is what these guys are doing.
While having somebody splash water in your face for those 2 minutes.
And use your arms and have a breathing pattern. Like, there's so many different factors, but these guys are doing it. Coming in
36, 32.
from Martinique. That's a fantastic swim.
236.32.
Oh, Timothy Winter.
Timmy,
Where are you? How are you?
you still have that record. Timothy Winter from Jamaica, he went to the 2016 Olympics for this 200 backstroke. So you can see how impressive that 223.09 is. He is currently in medical school, moving on to a lot of great things outside of the pool. But coming in, it will be 8.2, 36.32 for Martinique. Second, it is Curacao, 246.50. And third, Trinidad, Ethan. Fantastic swim from that 100 breast to the 2 back with a 247.14.
Only 2 seconds off of his entry time. Great swim. What, 30 minutes after that 100 breaststroke?
Why not? Why not, Ethan? Why not?
You've got energy to burn, apparently. So as Alia was talking about, we have Sobers in this event, or in this next heat. Is he hungry enough?
Is he? We've already seen Simmons dominate in the 50 back and 100 back for that gold medal. He's done the 100 fly, the 50 fly, 200 freeze. Like, I've lost count of how many events Simmons has done and medaled in. But here he is again. First time entered second, or third, actually. Yep. Let's see what he can do. But it is Sobers in lane 5.
I don't know if I can impress upon anybody watching how impressive it is to get up and the resilience that it takes on day 4, the grit, the gut, to do a 200 backstroke.
Yeah, in this sun. The sun has come back. The clouds are gone. The wind is still there. So you're going to see them. The first 50, they're going against the wind. The second 50, they're going to have a little push on the way back. It's not going to be enough to see a huge difference, but you can feel it if you're against it.
Lane 7, Rory Shepard
There you go,
turns
Rory.
first at 35.90.
We've seen Rory Shepard numerous times already for this championships. And he said, you know what? This is 2 back. I'm in lane 7. I need to go and get it if I want to get into finals tonight. Nice swim for Sobers, moving away from Simmons just a little bit. But it is Rory in lane 7. He doesn't see him yet, maybe on this turn. Nice swim for these guys coming in. Sobers just saw Rory. He's going to flip first. 1:15.11. Rory flipping with a 1:15.69 and Sobers 1:18.53. Nice.
Look at Sobers' back half.
He is even backing off the legs. He is barely just giving a flick with his legs.
But it's so powerful.
Yeah, yeah. The 50 and the 100 probably wasn't long enough for him.
Nope.
Rory Shepard, beautiful swim for him out in lane 7.
That is a beautiful stroke by Sobers.
Yes, nice and smooth on top of the water. If you look at Simmons right beside him, you see him kind of galloping a little bit. but sobers body position. He took a look.
You just looked over at Rory. Come on,
Where are you?
Sobers.
Where are you, dude? All right.
I wish that Sobers would tilt his head just a little bit further back.
So you know what's impressive? I spoke to a lot of backstrokers, and backstroke has been changing. A lot of people are keeping their head now forward.
Interesting.
It's so strange.
Okay, ignore me.
No, I mean, it's up to you.
I don't know anything about backstroke.
I thought the same thing. Get your head back. But
Well, because in freestyle, you don't want your head in that position because you're hitting draft or you're making draft. So I would assume it would be similar for backstroke. But I guess I see it.
So after this, we're going to talk about that evolution of backstroke, but it will be Sobers with a 2:34.04. Wow, a less than a second off his best time. That is a beautiful swim. Rory coming in with a 2:36.38. Very proud of him out of lane 7. And Simmers holding on for a third with a 2:38.77. Wow, as we said before with that backstroke, we understood the relationship between freestyle and backstroke and having your head tilted back just a little bit to get yourself flat on the water. What we've been seeing, especially at the older level, is that similar to breaststroke, if you get your head and your chin closer to your chest, it creates a boat with your shoulders. Bless you.
Thank
and
you.
with that boat, you can keep your stamina and just go right on top of the water.
Yep.
So it depends on your technique, it depends on your body type and what works for you.
I love swimming so much because we see all of these evolutions. And every time we see like a new world record, a new CARIFTA record, a new NCAA record.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll be quiet for the start.
This is event 124, girls 13-14 backstroke. We have Simmons.
Again.
She found that 2 free, 2 fly, 2 IM, 4 IM. Here she is back again in that 2 back. I mean, this is the reason why she is so dominant in 400 IM. 2 fly, 2 free, 2 back.
That's fair. Every time I see a new record, I'm like, how much faster can we go?
How much? How much? I have no idea.
And then they break the record again. I'm like, okay, for sure, like nobody can break that.
Yeah. It's education as well, because I'm not sure about, I don't know, before the 2000s, how important they stressed the core work. I'm sure they did, but the amount of core work they're stretching at the younger age, I think that's what we're seeing with the difference.
I also think there's been a big change in the training.
Yes.
I think in the 90s, it was quantity. Doesn't matter what you swim.
Yeah.
We are gonna drill it into you. No real focus on quality.
Yeah.
So as you were saying yesterday, practice makes permanent. So you are.
Yeah.
Everybody has that endurance that you need to race, but with sloppy technique. So as we've transitioned into focusing on those turns, because that's where the time comes.
Yep.
If we looked at scientifically the actual speed of humans, particularly long course, over the moving and changing world records, I wonder how much faster speed has actually gotten.
That would be a great study. And I'm sure somebody has already done it.
I'm sure somebody's done it.
Oh my gosh. But that would be impressive. Because you always say you have the 53 short course yards, right? Short course yards. So you have less distance to travel. And it has been cutting slowly but surely every year. And you wonder, how fast can these people go? Like, how much faster can we go?
there is a limit, right?
What is it?
We haven't found it yet.
We haven't found it. It is impressive for sure. And it is Simmons dominating this 200 backstroke. I'm sorry, Curacao out in lane 7. Joanna, I'm going to leave that to Ariana.
No.
We have Gaber in lane 7 from Curacao, really challenging our leader. Simmons is slowing down. Her tempo has slowed down. Her kicks are minimal. It's now dragging. She's pulling this 200 backstroke. And we see the tempo in lane 7 from Curacao picking up at the end of this 200. But it will be Simmons from Barbados to take the win.
It looked like it was about a
2:41.52 for Simmons.
Going to be our first challenge.
Gaber from Curacao, 2:41.80. And third from Martinique, Delphine, 2:44.46.
The course. Heat number 2.
Look at who we have. Riley Watson.
At block number 2, Caitlin Delgado at block
So she'll be doing 4 free and 2 back, but a lot more time in between.
Alyssa Reed at block number 4.
I don't think she needs time.
Cayman Islands again at block number 6.
Oh, man.
I think that they should make her do it back-to-back.
I'm sure if she's listening to this, she would disagree.
Riley is like, speak for yourself, please.
Heat 2, the deciding heat.
This is Heat 2. We saw Simmons dominate that Heat 1, followed very closely by Gabriel and from Curacao. We're going to see what these ladies can do in Heat 2. Oh, 1.38.
Alyssa Reed.
1.32 forever.
What?
I think something must have happened.
That can't be right.
Something must have.
Do you know what that just made me think of? One of the gutsiest swims I've ever seen. I think it was at...
Elizabeth Beisel?
Yes. Yes. Was it at trials?
Yes. So Olympic trials, if you guys do not know, for the US, it's almost as fast as Olympics. The quantity of amount of people that are there is almost faster than Olympics.
Yes, yes.
The times, they do vary depending on the event, but Olympic trials is where it's at if you want to get top whatever in the world.
Yep.
Elizabeth Beisel, she swam the 200 backstroke, 200 fly, 200 breast, 200 free, 4 IM, 2 IM, dominant. But 200 backstroke was her pet event at this Olympic trials. It was the first time they were having the backstroke ledges. Many people have not really practiced with it, but she got the opportunity to. But there was a mishap with her backstroke ledge. I don't know what happened, but she slipped on that block.
I'm just shaking my head because I'm replaying it in my head. The gasp, the gasp that I gasped.
Everybody in the crowd, they knew she was going to make that Olympic team. And for her, for that to happen at that block, that means you don't have the speed from the block. You are now starting.
No, she started from 0.
It's like pushing off the wall where everybody, not even.
It was worse.
There's no wall.
It was
like
worse.
She's floating, and then they say go, where everybody else pushes. And my girl, she said, not today. This is my chance to make Olympics. The race that she put together after that, from a dead man float, was unbelievable.
I have goosebumps. If you have a chance,
watch that.
Go Google.
Watch that.
Elizabeth Beisel, 200 backstroke.
Bad
2012, 2016.
I think it was 2012.
2012 Olympic trials.
Woo!
Especially if you swim the 2 back.
Watch it. Watch it. Because I'm sure things happen. Things happen all the time. How you stay in the game all depends on your mental tactic.
How are you responding to that?
Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. Look at this swim from Riley Watson. Woo!
You know,
easy stroke into the wall, and she's extending away from the rest of the pack.
And first place in that first heat was a 2:41.52.
Look at her.
2:35.
Beautiful swim for Riley Watson. Coming in second, that is a race, and it is Alyssa Reed getting her hand on the wall for Trinidad with a 2:41, and Barbados between Caitlin with a 2:41.83. Woo! The amount of things Riley can do when she is fresh. Wow.
So second place in that previous heat from Alyssa Reed will actually be second place going into the final tonight.
Nice.
So it will be Riley Watson, Alyssa Reed, and then Jaya Simmons.
Followed very closely by Caitlin from Barbados.
Yep, yep. That's going to be a good race.
That's going to be close, yeah.
We are moving into the 13-14 gents.
Gentlemen, 13 and 14. Heat 1.
Okay, I literally just saw Cayman Islands Faye in that last heat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's back again. Jumping into the water with such power. Like fatigue has not set in.
He's also got the 400 free tonight.
Get it. Beautiful start from these guys. Lane 6. Luke Higo will not be in this event. But it is beautiful start from Baptiste from the Virgin Islands. He's going to try and extend his lead, but it is a 200. Great rhythm for him. Look at his entry. Really nice. A lot of the times we see these athletes entering on the side of their hand in for that pinky. But here is Baptiste entering, kind of like pointing his fingers and entering with his fingertips at the front instead of the side. Nice stroke for him.
Yeah. And he's getting
finesse.
That is a beautiful backstroke. He's getting in right on top of his head. He's not crossing over.
Yeah.
So if you look at a few of the other swimmers, they are kind of hitting at a little. So he's at 180. We'll call it one. Am I going the right way? One. Away from their head. If 180 is at his ear, away from their head. So if you think about that little bit of extra water that he can, what did you say? Cup the water.
I'm cupping it. The boy is
Him
cupping
cupping
water.
plenty water.
And you can see the difference between him and Levy.
Yep.
Lev. In lane 4, Lev from Cayman Islands, you can see he's coming in with his hand flat on the water. And here you have Baptiste in lane 5, a little bit of that arch right on the wrist to really get that great entry at that angle and cup the water.
Cupping
it, Baptiste.
Plenty water. I'm going to go back home and have the weirdest random accent.
Give me a cup of water.
Somebody could go get me a cup of water.
In lane 5, Baps is out in a 1:08.66.
Wow, look at it. He's turning up his tempo.
Look at that.
Here, he is on his own. There's no reason to do so. He's going to make the final.
This is nice. He wants to show them I'm still in the race because in the next heat, it is Ocean. Okay, one is a 2:17. He has to put out a good time. Coming in, it is Baptiste from Virgin Islands. He's looking strong. He's going to be right on that 122 mark. And it is 222. It is 222.59 for Baptiste out in a 108.66. Coming in second, it is Lev from Cayman Islands with a 229.04. And third, it is Maxwell from Bahamas with a 233.15. As we said before, there are so many different techniques for backstroke. What works, what doesn't work, which is the best, it really depends on you, your body type, your coach, and what you can do and maintain, I think is the key. You can't just do something at the first 50 and be like, oh, I'm gonna fade, I'm dying, I can't hold it. You want to maintain your technique for the entire race.
Yep.
Next up, it is heat 2 of Took.
Took?
I was looking at lane 4, Tariq, and I said Took.
Everything's fine. We're doing fine.
Oh, all right, we're back.
Heat Took. Lane Took is Tariq. No, he's in lane 4.
He's in lane 4. Ocean in lane 5, and Alejandro in lane 6 for that 4.56. Beautiful start from these guys. 1.37.
It has to be wrong. I feel like that because it was those
1.43.
It was those lanes before. I think there must be something wrong with that.
I hope so.
I'm not going to go off of those backstroke reactions.
I hope so. Ocean definitely trying to go out with that early. Look at his entry. He has a fast pull, and as soon as he comes up, he has a slow recovery before he gets back in. But you know what? We saw Ocean the other day, and he came back so fast. It looks like this is his easy speed before he picks up his tempo. Out in a 33.53, it is Ocean in lane 5.
I didn't love his breakout just now.
No.
He did like 2 kicks and kind of pulled his body straight up.
Yeah, you can see that easy speed.
Yep.
Going in for that second position, it is Tariq in lane 4 and Alejandro from Trinidad in lane 6, but the rest of the field is right with them. 108.66 is a time from Baptiste from the Virgin Islands in heat 1. We're gonna see these guys turning a lot slower than that with a 111.83. Now is the time to look at Ocean.
I really want Ocean. That breakout again was just abrupt.
Look, he is now picking up his tempo.
Oh my gosh.
I want to see if he's trying to even split this race. 111. If he comes back in 111, that is a 222, 223. He is picking up his tempo, moving away from Tariq, who's holding strong for that second position. Tariq's tempo has slowed down just a little bit. The right arm to left arm tempo is causing a bit of a delay, but it is Ocean flipping first at that first 50. Tariq second.
Not even a single underwater kick, not even one.
No, he's not wasting his energy in the morning. Not at all. We have Trinidad and Martinique fighting for that third position in lane 6 and 8. Ocean is pulling away from the rest of the pack. What a swim for him. 223, 222. He's going to even split this race. It is 220, 221, 222, 223. Woo! 225, 1-0 for Ocean to win this heat too. Tariq from Barbados, 227.62 for second. And coming in third, it is lane 8, Martinique with that outside smoke, 230.13.
So looks like Zion from Heat 1 will be the top seed going into tonight with that easy, beautiful backstroke speed.
That's going to be great because if he gets a good lead ahead of Ocean, we're going to see Ocean really use those underwaters.
I hope.
And get it back home.
Elterberg at block number 6.
Next up is event 126. The sun is out and it is burning.
The sun is sunning.
The sun is sunning. There we have lane 5. We have broad belt.
So it looks like in this heat, we do have a few 18 and overs. So instead of making them swim by themselves, they are letting them swim in this race.
The 18 and over only has 50 and 100. So if you wanted to do the 200, you have to exhibition in the 15 and 17 category. And we're going to see that in lane 2 with Leah Foster from Jamaica. Yes. Yeah. All of it was around 0.6, 0.7, and the last second it changed to 1.63.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if we take off that second and it's really just 0.63.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's because of the way that the backstroke wedge like flips up, if it like is hitting the pad, maybe.
And stopping it incorrectly, probably.
I don't know. I'm no physics major.
And it is Jamaica, Leah Foster, taking out that early lead. She is 18. So, sorry, 19. So she is exhibition. Lane 1 as well. 18, 19 for 1 and 2. So the race is between lane 2 and 8. Nope.
Yep.
Lane 2. Yep. Lane 2 and 8.
Marley Howes, we saw in the 200 freestyle. Sierra Broadbelt, we've seen her time and time again.
Yeah.
What an exciting last few events we have.
These ladies are going to turn hopefully under 111.68 for the 18 and over category and 112 for broad belt from the Cayman Islands for 15-17.
I can't believe that she's only 15.
The good thing, if you look at this, you have a lot of 15-year-olds in this event, which is really great.
Very exciting for the future of that 200 backstroke.
Yeah. You have broad belt now passing Foster in lane 2. She's going to try and fit first at the 150 mark. Nice win for her.
Great turn by lane 2. I really like that underwater. In backstroke, really you're fastest on your back, but sometimes a lot of people want to flip and immediately switch to their back.
Yeah.
But what lane 2 did there, Forrester, is she used her kicks to rotate her body over to her back.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything that you can do to minimize the effort and get faster in the water is necessary and key.
Yep.
But a lot of the time, it does take that mental fortitude to say no, be patient and obedient. Coming in. Woo! 228.85 for a broad belt in this morning swim. That's a really nice swim.
entered with a 2:30, or 2:30, 2:28:30.
Yeah, right there along her best time. Coming in second for the 15-17 category, it is Bahamas. And third, it will be Riley Miller. Leah Foster for the 18 and over is going to take that top spot with a 2:32 for that 18 and over.
Jamaica, lane 6, Leanna Wainwright.
Next event, we are going to see Ferguson. She was dominant in that 100 backstroke, 50 backstroke, 100 free. We're going to see her here in that 200 backstroke.
And her time is under the CARIFTA record, if that is correct. Again, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we are going off of what we have.
Yeah. Their lane 4 will be absent from Antigua, Madison Macmillan. So it will be open water for her again beside her.
So, Alia, Zuri is only 16.
Yup.
So, in theory, hold on, I'll wait.
Oh my gosh. She's getting adjusted on the block. 2:16:02.
So, in theory, she's got about a year or two more of high school before she goes off to college. So,
essentially, she should already be looking at colleges now.
the 200 backstroke B cut for the 2024 Olympics is a 2:11:04. She's at a 2:16.
Good girl.
I don't think that her dropping 5 seconds in the next 5 years is out of the question.
No, Worlds next year in Singapore, we could see her there, very close to that 2:12, 2:13 mark. I mean, if she doesn't do it tonight. Look at her go. Look at her go in a 200.
That is...
No, seriously.
That is fantastic.
The broad belt was dominant in the last heat, but wasn't that fast for Ferguson to be sprinting this first 100.
No, broad belt was a 2:28 previously. She was out in a 1:11.
Yes. She was out in a 1:12. We're gonna have
1:06, 6 seconds faster.
I absolutely love it because you know what? She could say, let me get the record this morning. And actually, it is Olympic year. Let me see how fast I am and how close I am to that Olympic because why not? Go, Ferguson.
And
her tempo is dropping just a little. I wish she had more core work to get her feet a little bit closer to the surface.
In theory, I don't know what Trinidad and Tobago's plan is for the universality spots, but she could.
She could rival Thompson for that 50 free. Look at her swim. Oh my gosh.
What? She's not slowing down at all.
But look at the rest of the field. Like, I understand it's a 2 back, but look at her tempo and look at the rest of the field.
She looks great.
Her best time is a 2:16. So the Olympic B cut is a 2:11. So it will be right here. That is the difference she has to make for an Olympic B cut. But her time is a 2:16. The record is a 2:21.
And no longer is that the record.
2:19:32 for Zuri Ferguson. What a dominant swim. What a dominant swim. She was out in a 1:06. She came back in a 1:13:112. Essentially, what I would love for her, out in a 1:06, back in a 1:09. That's a 2:50. It's not where she needs to be right now for the quad, but
she's 16 years old.
I know.
I can't control what Zuri does in her future, right? But mark my word.
Yes.
If Zuri continues on her path, we will see her at 2028.
It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. Yes.
And remember, for our viewers, those cuts are, the B cut is based off of 14th place in the prelims.
Yes. In the prelims of Olympics.
In the
14th.
In the prelims of the Olympics, which means if you get the B cut, you are most likely going to make it into the semifinal.
The only difference is that A cut, you see less people making it. B cut, you do see much more people making it. So yes, you have the time to make it into. However, We do have a lot more people to contend with.
Yes. Yep.
But jeez. And every Olympics does get a little bit faster.
Just
a toes. I want to see what Ferguson does tonight.
I am pumped for that.
Woo!
Marvin Johnson in the 200 backstroke.
Yeah.
Is he
There
doing
he
the
is.
4-3?
Yes, he is.
50 free,
Yes,
two
he
back?
is, because he heard that there's an award for the most events, and he wants it.
Created by Alia Atkinson herself.
Oh, man.
The Alia Atkinson Medal of Valor.
Oh, we should have that. We should have that. Look at that dominance in lane. It is Carrington.
Yeah. I was going to say, are you surprised?
I am not.
29.
You know what? After Ferguson swam that incredible swim, we saw Liam Carrington giving her a high five on a job well done. That must have motivated him to say, you know what? Let me try and do it too.
He can't let his fellow teammate
Of course not.
outshine him.
Can't get to no. That record that she broke from Rebecca Sharp was from 2009. 2000, and it's what we're saying. The records are staying there longer, but what we're seeing is that these records are being broken a lot quicker. 2023, 2024. The Caribbean athletes are getting faster and stronger and not waiting too far, besides Sean Fraser's record, to be broken. Liam Carrington looking strong in front. There is a race for that second and third position. We have Johnson from Jamaica in lane 8. We have
Johnson from the Bahamas. Oh, in lane 8, sorry.
We have, not everything is about Bahamas.
I'm talking about Marvin. Everything is about Marvin, okay?
No, if we saw Marvin in that 200 free come back like a stud, is he going to do it in the backstroke? Let's find out. But right now, it is Liam Carrington taking that win in lane 5. Keaton from Virgin Islands really dominating in lane 6, and Johnson from Jamaica in lane 8 trying to hold on for that third position.
Alia, looking at this, there's 20 entries. There's 2 heats of this 200 backstroke.
Yeah.
Only 8 people make it back. I don't think we're going to see Marvin Johnson in this race again this evening.
I don't think so, but I give him A for effort. What is this?
2:15.09.
2:15.09 for Liam Carrington. 2:17 for Caden. And third, it is his teammate, Lovely. Coming in third, it is Maynard.
At block number 1, Eli Gibson at block number 2 for the Bahamas. Trinidad and Tobago, Darren Bell.
Nice swim for
at block
them.
number 3, Antoine Destang at block number 4, St. Lucia. Cayman Islands, Will Sellers takes block 5. That's Brady Lewison at block number
What
6.
a heat we have here.
Ferguson would have gotten top 6 in that heat. And this is 15-17.
I love that.
Oh, good girl.
I love that. Can we take a look here at Will Sellers?
Gentlemen, heat
2:03.
Woo!
Think about how dominant
Yeah.
Liam Carrington looked, and he was 2:15.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah. We've seen Patrick Grotter's record numerous times already for this competition. It is his with a 2:04.44 from 2017. That could definitely go down this morning after Ferguson's fantastic race. It may have pumped up everybody
Sorry,
else.
Patrick.
Nice start from these gentlemen. He is right beside the Stang, who is 15. We know that he is a force to be reckoned with in the 100s and the 200s. He could potentially try and change it up right here.
So because we gave a shout out for Zuri on what the Olympic B cut is in that 200 backstroke,
Yeah.
just for your reference at home, the 200 backstroke for men is a 1:58.09.
But you know what? He has 5 seconds.
He's also only 17.
I mean, it bodes well for the Caribbean. I've said this many times already. We are not far from B qualifications. And once we get that, A qualifications are within our reach.
And you know what? I feel like it's what we were talking about earlier with like those barriers.
Yes, yes,
That's the Olympic cuts too.
yes.
You get that B cut and you're like, oh, I can go faster.
Once we settle into the mindset of universalities, I
Yep.
love them. It's great. Great representation,
Agreed.
great experience. I love it. Out, it is a 105.18 for the Stang to stay ahead of Sellers. Once we get over that mindset and you say, you know what, I love universality, I'm not just going to depend on that. I'm going to get better and faster. I'm going to reach for my B cut.
Agreed.
Once we have more athletes, like we saw in Bahamas, once Ariana got her A cut, universality was out the door. Everybody else had to reach to her level. And there we had Joanna Evans.
Same with Alia.
We're still reaching there.
But I'm just saying,
Jamaican athletes.
The standard has been set.
The standard has been set, for sure. The Stang is going to stay ahead of Sellers. Will is definitely trying to make his move. We're going to see what he has in store for tonight, or if he's going to try and catch the Stang in this last 25. The Stang is going so smooth. I don't know why he likes staying on that lane line.
I think when the sun is shining, it's just easier to know that you're swimming in a straight line.
That's true, and it guides you. You're correct.
I wouldn't know. I've never done a two back.
It sounds right.
I don't think.
It sounds right. It is the Stang for that top spot. Will coming in second. Brady trying to get into the mix for that third. But it is
the Stang 2:14.27
Nice.
will be the top seed this evening.
Darren from Trinidad, 2:15.84 to come in second. Third, it is Will, 2:16.27. And Jamaica fourth, 2:16.83.
And there we go. That is going to do it for the backstroke series.
Alia,
Yeah.
can we talk about the fact that Will Sellers just won a 2:15.84? His entry time is a 2:03. We could potentially see him go 12 seconds faster.
Oh, for sure. For sure. He saw the Stang go. He's like, you know what? How much effort do I really need to put in the morning? Let me save it to tonight because I have that record to break.
Yep.
It was a lovely, smooth swim for him.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
It is relay time. All the other events will be swum tonight.
But we get to have a little tasty poo from the 15-17 ladies and potentially the 15-17 gents. Oh my gosh, Will Sellers will be back in that relay.
See?
Liam Carrington. What in the world?
Now, yesterday was an exciting 800 freestyle relay.
Yes,
exciting.
Let's just...
Each swimmer is swam a 200. That's
So-
4 laps.
So,
Right here, they'll be swimming a 50.
for our viewers that have decided, I think I want to give swimming a watch instead of track and field.
Track and field is finished now.
This is the equivalent of a 4x1.
Yes. Yes. This is
That's what we're looking at here.
This is it. It is so strange to compare them because this is our shortest distance. For track, you have like 9 seconds, 10 seconds for the guys.
Yeah.
Your fast is like 21.
Yep.
But still, yes. Like we spoke yesterday. Oh, this is the start. Like we spoke yesterday to the Bahamian physiotherapist, the difference between the two sports. Track and field does use a lot of muscle and it is tighter for them. So that 10 seconds, I'm sure it's a killer.
Is that Cayman Islands there in lane 6?
Is that Jillian? That looks like Jillian
It is
Crooks.
Jillian Crooks.
There it is.
What a great idea to lead her off with all that speed.
Woo!
26.56.
Nice. There it is this morning, 26.56 for Jillian Crooks. Cayman will be diving in first.
And something to remember is those reaction times that we talked about in flat starts are also here in the relay.
Yes.
You want to be as fast as you can be off the blocks, but not too fast. Again, for our track watchers, it is the equivalent of dropping the baton if you are too fast off the block.
Cayman 54.42 for that 100 split. Look who is ending for Cayman. It is the sprint specialist.
You mean the freestyle specialist, the everything specialist.
The everything specialist, Harper.
I do what I want, Harper.
Oh my gosh, she did not make the 50 freestyle finals for tonight, but she will have that 400 freestyle.
And look at Jamaica.
They are
Wainwright flying. I hate that she just took a breath at the flags.
What is really fantastic right now, Shirley's jumping in for Jamaica. She's second with a 26.7 for finals tonight in that 50 free. She's going to try and catch Harper, but Harper is moving out there in lane 6. Right beside her, it is Trinidad trying to catch Jamaica and out-touch her, but it is Shirley holding on strong for that second position. She sees Harper now in her. There it is. 5 yards left to go. Shirley is
Harper's going to hold on.
Ooh. There it is. Cayman Islands, 149.56. Coming in second, it is Jamaica with a 150.03. And coming in third, beautiful finish out of lane 1, Antigua with a 158.5. I did not even see Antigua up until that last 5 meters.
We are not going to see that men 15-17.
Look at them celebrating as they walk back. Oh my God. You know what? That's fantastic because Liam Carrington and Will Sellers and a lot of those guys that swam that 200 backstroke, they did not warm down.
No, they didn't have time.
They didn't have time.
It almost is more energy to walk back to the end of the pool.
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Get in, and I guess, well, with the 50, they could be on the other end, so.
Oh my gosh.
What a morning.
What a morning. It is day 4, the last morning session here at the 37th CARIFTA Games. We have had a fantastic time entertaining you guys because I feel like that's what it's been. But we have watched and we have been inspired by all these athletes. It is session 7. We have one more tonight. We have open water tomorrow. So definitely come back. We're going to have so much fun later tonight. What events are you excited for tonight?
Do you really want to ask me that question?
The 50 free.
The 50 free. I mean, to be honest, I'm excited for every event tonight.
Yes.
We've got the men's 800 freestyle.
That's going to be phenomenal.
I cannot wait to watch that. The 100 breaststroke, the 200 backstroke.
Oh my God. I want to see those 400 freestyles because they know what they have to beat from this previous heat this morning.
Yes.
And it's going to be phenomenal.
And we're probably going to see quite a few records drop on day 4.
Day 4, session 8. It has been cold. It's been hot. These guys have gone through everything to come back here again and go even faster on the final day here at the CARIFTA Games.
I can't pick an event. I mean, obviously it's the 50 freestyle.
Obviously.
But I'm just
second best.
Just second best. 200 freestyle relay.
Obviously. We want to thank you for being here with us. We will see you this afternoon, 6 p.m. sharp. We are so excited to share this adventure with you guys. We will see you here later at the Betty Kenny
Do not
Aquatics
miss out on
Center.
this energy.
Woo! Fantastic. We will see you guys later. Thank you for joining us.
Your one-stop shop for all